Our group of intrepid comrades. Wait, no. Our adventuring party. What do they do? Fobbed off Fane's corpse before you could start to ripen to a random city dweller. Brienne vowed vengeance. You guys bullied a poor forge spirit into giving you some magical items after
We
threatening
did not
to eat its
bully
handful
it.
into the lava. I distinctly remember Gralden bullying it.
I was teaching it a lesson in respect.
That was after it did the magical item mumbo jumbo stuff.
Right. It's not its fault that you guys are terrible at telling stories. What else? It's a pretty short session last week for the most part. Our comrade in arms, Razgor, received a weapon from the grieving widow of Douglas and Donald. And what else have we got here? That's pretty much it. And then you guys spent some time planning your assault on the keep to come after having a chat with Pelgar. Deciding that got robbed. Yes, you did get robbed. I would say that you did some robbing as well. Caused quite a lot of property damage and made a lot of policemen quite sad. Brienne had some armor forged. What's his name went into the... Cleef went into the old age home to inspire some action there, or without that much success really, and our locked it on comrade decided to go full the one on an entire training yard full of dwarves and spent the afternoon beating the ever-loading crap out of most of them. They're not really sure what they learned about it, but they did learn that elephants can punch like a brick house at that. You know, while not entirely educational, did give them some insights into the nature of life, universe, and everything else. So, last week you guys then spent the remainder of the time collecting the items that you would require for your insane assault on the keep, which is where we will pick up today. So,
I don't see anything odd about our tag plan.
Of course. So, you fine gentlemen have so far got a cart that is loaded down with the equivalent of Greek fire. I'm assuming you've removed the wheels from the cart, or are you just going to keep them on? How are you guys planning on transporting said cart?
I think we need to keep the wheels
location?
on so we can get it close to the keep.
Okay, so you're basically just going to pull the cart there and then fly it up into the air, try and dump the content on the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
as we take off, you know, in the background, you will magically hear the Airwolf theme playing as it lifts up into the sky.
Of course. How could I be so foolish? So, I guess we will pick up there. Is there anything you gentlemen would like to do before you leave? For
Have
your
we slept
attack?
since last session? Okay. Then
Yes, the following day.
roll for what Cleef is today.
Demo expert. Come on, demo expert.
I'm going to start saying that you guys are going to face quite a challenge today. I would definitely recommend bring your A brain and your A game.
I love how you assume that I have an A brain. I punch things a lot. That is the sum total of my A brain.
I mean, let's hope it's good enough.
I can't do a whole lot of fancy schmancy bullshit. I just punch things.
You could do a lot of fancy bullshit, mister. I pushed the dragon into lava after kicking its teeth out and stunning it for X amount of rounds.
Yes, but I can only do that by punching.
I suppose that's fair. Alright, so, unless there's anything you find gentlemen would like to do during your preparation of the assault?
I
Nothing?
don't think so.
Nothing from my end.
As we get close to the keep, I'm going to just say a short prayer for our safety and for the success of our mission.
Alright. Are you
Maybe we
activating your...
Yes, I am.
Yeah, now that you actually have it in your character sheet, you can let me know when you're actually willing to use it.
Okay. I am using my Great Old One's blessing. Everybody is under the effect of bless for the next hour. So +4 to saving throws, +4 to ability checks. Well, D4.
And that's continuous, right? It's not use and lose.
Yep. That's continuous.
It's for an hour.
Is there any way to like put on your character sheet you have that? Active condition.
It's on your feet, I believe. Oh, you mean in condition.
So we, we can
don't
add that
think
blast
so.
stuff easier.
Put
No,
a
I don't think so. 'Cause I was
put a-
looking for
put
one
a-
Oh,
for haste.
sorry, it's 2 attack
before.
rolls or saving throws, not ability checks.
Put a big old gigantic sized D4 down on the table in front of you and change it to a different color.
Or just
I don't
take your
know, man.
inspiration box for now.
Or
to
take that.
help you remember that you've got something.
Well, yeah. After that, I'm gonna let's gather around in a circle, guys. It's gonna be a tough one. But we're gonna persevere. And I put my hand out in the middle for everyone else.
I put my hand out.
Yes.
Okay.
Brienne, hand.
I'll put my hand
Okay,
out.
everyone. Backflips on 3. because I've inspired everyone, and you now have advantage on dex rolls for the next hour.
Oh. Okay.
So 1, 2.
Wait. First, is there anybody else besides us around that can see us?
Are you guys doing this in town, or are you like doing this on like near the wall?
I like to
where
think
you're
we're
like
literally.
across?
They can see us from the walls. They're like, what the hell are those people doing?
That's what I'm like wondering.
Backflips in 3.
So, yeah, so backflips on 3, everyone. So 1, 2, 3. Everyone needs to backflip now.
Backflip.
Do you have advantage
what is
on
that?
dexterity skill
Acrobatics.
checks?
What is
So
that, an
acrobat-
acrobatics check?
Yes.
Okay, well,
13.
21. Woohoo!
Sure.
17.
In half plate, 2 no less.
I rolled
Jesus.
30.
25.
All of you managed to successfully backflip like an Olympic team practicing.
What
For
does
the
that
gold
sound
medal.
like when I land?
It sounds like somebody threw a cluster grenade into a pottery.
Sounds like Armageddon.
You just hear the crunching of your. You just hear the crunching of your delicate orcish ankles.
Okay, so Hippo's activating
Trap
his
card.
his divine trap card as well. I guess.
Yeah.
No, you Uno card. Okay.
I think real quick we should go over the plan from last week, wasn't it?
Does that-
Shrimp's gonna fly up,
that-
fabricate a rock over the
Yep, Shrimp
guardhouse.
Crash Rock. You fly bomb. Me, Groudon climb. Brienne also fly?
Yep.
And then are
Yes.
we?
Also,
we're-
before I go put rock, we put the little target things I made. The flappy things up.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, as I'm doing the fabricate, somebody needs to do that. Like,
Well,
before they
Brian,
start the
Brian
bombing.
can do that.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, me and Groudon can infiltrate up the craggy rocks.
The craggy
Right.
rocks. Okay, which side are you going to be infiltrating? People on foot?
I just gotta find my character token. Where is it?
Yes, everybody grab your
They're
token,
all
please.
over
Ah,
I
I would suggest we
Oh,
be
God.
sneaking in from here.
here. Sneaking in from
Increase
there.
your
Yeah,
height.
I think either there or on this side.
And
If we sneak in this side, that gets us closer to the hole that the thing burrowed out of, so we can get into here easier and unnoticed.
Yes, let's throw the hole here.
Yeah.
Are we planning just mass confusion and then go straight for the guardhouse, or are we planning on fighting out here?
Wasn't the plan to get... Oh, yes, that was kind of
I
the
think
plan.
the plan is to get into the guardhouse, and because the stone
Yes.
is going to block the door, we then don't have to fight the entire fortress, hopefully. Until they start
Hopefully.
burrowing in with their burrowiness.
with their bullshit.
That's a shut door. Okay. Well, if everybody's happy with your plan,
And what are the flappy things again from Shrimp that he made?
silhouettes to make the enemy think that there
Ah,
are more
yes.
people outside.
Yeah. Silhouette targets. It's just like it's just something. I don't think it will probably won't work or do anything, but it's fine.
Well,
Well,
remember we said we were going to cast minor illusion on them as well to just make them a little bit more lifelike, make some noises to get the guards' attention.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to start placing these fine gentlemen
Cool.
while you guys are doing your preparations. Okay, so who's flying? Is that Razgor and Brienne? Yes.
Yeah.
And also Shrimp, but in a different
Yes.
spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of you are going to be sneaking. Gralden and Cleef. First off, like the two of you to make stealth checks for me.
Advantage.
As you try and with advantage. Oh shit! I completely forgot that actually takes stealth. That's there.
Where's
We're
my
the two most stealthy people anyway. So.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, so you don't
I am
exist.
the knight.
21.
You are the knight. 21.
Sorry, 23.
You're already behind the. You're already behind the secret door.
Yeah. Okay, so the two of you are quite stealthily. Like for Gralden, nobody's entirely sure how Gralden manages. So, like Cleef is climbing up by like wedging his fingers into cracks in the rock, testing for his weight, climbing slightly higher, stopping for a moment to listen to the sentries to see where they're walking. Climbs up a little bit, feels okay. This rock is loose. Moves his hand over, tries the next rock. It's just like a very methodical, careful way. Occasionally backflips a couple of feet up, grabs onto a new rock. You know, just like making his way up this wall. Gralden doesn't really have fingers, so to speak, so nobody's entirely sure how he's doing it, but he's just kind of like Spider-Manning his way up the side of the cliff. So,
I think
like,
the guards actually see Gralden, and then, like in their head, they say, "That's the elephant climbing up the wall." That couldn't possibly be an elephant climbing up the wall.
yeah, they're just like, nah.
It's like an angry marine style squad.
Okay, so you two are very successful. Do you want to get onto the wall between the two sentries, or do you want to hang tight for now?
I reckon the safest thing to do would be to, like, both, because there are two sentries up on this bit of wall. If we each just try and grab one and, like, pull him over the edge.
But wouldn't it be better for us to both just, when they're not looking, dive over this wall? Because they're not going to look down on the inside.
Oh,
And we can both probably land pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two quite easily on top of the wall, hop down, and land on the interior of the wall, silently, with nobody aware of you, of what's going on. Yeah? Okay, they're in. Shrimp. Stealth boy.
Hello.
I would like for you to make a stealth check for me as you silently glide through the air to see whether or not anybody on the ground actually looks up, glances up at the ceiling, and notices you gliding over there.
Am I rolling this with the double thing? With
Yes.
advantage?
Anything
Yes.
dex based.
Because of Hippo's feet.
Oh, okay.
18.
What did it? Oh, it fell on an 18. Okay.
That's a good
I
thing
rolled
you
an
had
18.
Okay, no bonuses or penalties. Alright, place yourself where above this area you are, as you silently post in above the roof, with no one the wiser, because goddamn do these people have terrible passive perception. Okay,
Cool.
so that's Shrimp in position. Shrimp, are you going to hold on before you do your thing, or are you going to...
Oh no,
kick the
because it
fireworks
takes me 10 minutes. I need to start immediately.
Okay, so you're like, start casting your incantation.
Yeah.
Right. Second, Brienne and Gralden. Razgor. You
Yeah.
two are both going to be rolling with disadvantage because you're flying a freaking cart.
Ah!
And you're both wearing armor. But you have advantage from Hippo, so it's just going to be a straight stealth roll to see
Yeah.
whether or not anybody notices. As you're flying a creaking, enormous wooden wagon while jingling in tack and chainmail in to try and dump hellfire on these
Also-
poor bastards.
I've got
Not
disadvantage
so-
from the cart, then advantage from Hippo, and then disadvantage from my full plate. So I am still rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, Lord. Okay,
Yeah,
so Brienne.
but to be clear, I wasn't going to start moving until I heard the rock
yeah.
fall.
Okay, so you guys are basically just holding tight for now.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go
waiting
ahead
for
and
that,
roll,
because
but-
the idea is
Oh,
when
yeah.
with that initial rockfall and everything,
Crash.
we know we're going to be coming in loud, so we're not even going to really be trying to
Okay.
be quiet. It's
Okay.
going to come in and carpet bomb.
That makes complete sense. It's perfectly fine. It's my bad.
For,
Okay,
For,
so
for future, I did roll a 10.
okay, fine, because these guys have got garbage for perception. You really have to screw up for them to notice you. Okay, so everything passes silently, quietly, tensely. Cleef, you and Gralden are both sitting against the wall. You hear the occasional dwarven mutter. Hear them pacing above you. The sound of boots scuffing on stone. Followed by an enormous crash as you hear the signal from your comrade Shrimp as a pillar made out of the same stone as the rock ceiling overhead crashes down onto the roof and absolutely just demolishes the entranceway into that building. Actually, I need to quickly roll a scatter dice to see whether any of those poor dwarves are going to survive the onslaught. So, it's a 5, meaning the bottom one gets hit. Okay, Shrimp, you are very happy to see that this pillar that you've created, this enormous, like, cube of solid stone, smashes downwards, misses the target that you initially aimed for, but you still hit the doorway, the entranceway into this room, and you also flatten one of the dwarves standing watch. As he just gets pancaked, and you just see shards of armor, a boot with a little bit of foot still stuck inside of it, and gore spraying in every direction as quite literally gets flattened like the fist of God slamming into him. As this-
Amazing. Also, amazing. I would also like to note at this point, I am falling.
Okay, so you're just like, woo!
Yeah, and I also, if I have a reaction at this point, I would cast Featherfall. So
You
I'm
always have
currently
one.
okay. Yeah. So I'm floating down at the moment.
Okay, with that kicking things off as a surprise round coming from Shrimp, I would like everybody to please roll initiative for me, as our two comrades, Brienne and Razgor, are both going in at the top of the initiative order because they were holding their
Initiative
turn to act as
is a
soon as-
dexterity skill check, isn't it? Advantage!
Thank goodness.
Yes,
That's
that
much
is
better.
correct.
Oh, that is good. That is lovely.
Alright.
Initiative 7.
Who's got the highest dex between Brienne and Razgor?
Probably Brian.
I do. I've got
plus
dex
1.
17. Plus 3.
So Brienne, then Razgor. Rest of you roll initiative for me, please.
15.
20.
Okay, hold on. I just want to slap the guards in here quickly. Okay.
Let's hope they have shitty dex scores.
13, actually, not too bad. Okay, so 15 from Gralden. Is there anybody that's... Oh, Hippo's got an 18. So he goes below
I got
these
it.
two.
20 from Grolden.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Gralden, Cleef, and then Shrimp. What did you roll?
15.
Okay, so you and Cleef go simultaneous. Cleef's got higher dex, I believe, so he's
I
going
rolled
before
18.
you.
I rolled
Oh,
18,
God.
not 15.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. My bad. Well, regardless, it still keeps the... Okay, so that's going to be Brienne and Razgor. I'm going to have you both act in the same round, since you're both kind of like guiding the cart simultaneously for this round. Put yourself on the map where you are gliding in, as everybody on the ground basically turns around and go, "What the hell was that?" Like looking around at this enormous crash coming from...
So, and we're up by the ceiling.
Yeah.
You are very high up at the ceiling currently. You're about 110, 120 foot away from the
Please
ground.
remember that me and
I've
Gralden have
also
to get to this hole.
For
Oh, wait, is this the hole?
what it-
That, I thought we were attacking over
This
here.
is a hole into the
Well, are you not
Oh,
also
this is where
slightly
the
resistant
worm
to
came
fire?
Yes, but I'd
Hippo?
still rather not get engulfed in napalm. You know?
I mean, you are correct. Don't get me wrong. I understand.
That is a secondary entrance, yes.
yeah, just as
That
a
the borrower made last time.
for what it's worth, before we took off with our payload, I did cast minor illusion on the shadow puppet thing maneuvers to make it
All
look
good.
like there's an army coming up the road.
It's all good.
Not sure how we're gonna roll for that, but
That's fine. I have it all under control.
Cool.
All right. So Brienne and Razgor, you've both got 60 foot of flying movement. That gives you quite a few squares that you can cover in one round, unless you use your action to just run like hell. So I'm assuming Razgor's the one holding the cart. Where's the cart? There's the cart.
That's a
There
mighty
you
fine
go.
looking cart.
Fly the cart.
That is a mighty fine looking cart. So you guys are basically flying in with this. Razgor is holding on to it. Yeah.
and basically dropping urns of Greek
Oh,
fire
Oh, God.
down onto the
Okay.
foe.
Yes, onto the foe. So that's how many squares? So each square is 5 feet, right? So 5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 56, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 110, 115, 120. So you can basically bomb everybody except for these last two guys in one run if you guys go
Yeah,
diagonally.
that was, if as I recall, that was Razgor's original idea.
Right? I just
Well,
want
I
to make
was
sure
waiting-
everything.
I thought we were gonna drop the rock and see if dwarves come out of the houses and bomb them down here.
It's up to you if you wanna hang on. That's also fine.
Yeah, I
we
think
can do that.
I think we'll hold on so them two can get where they want to go, see where the dwarves conglomerate, and then do our bomb run.
Okay. Alright, so you guys are just holding your turn for now to see what happens.
Yeah.
That's going to pass both of you on to Grolden. Grolden, you and Cleef, what are you guys doing?
I'm hightailing it towards the hole in the ground, I think.
Alright.
While everyone's distracted by the flames.
The flames haven't
Well,
happened.
by
Yeah, we're just booking it to the hole.
incipient flame.
Yes, before the flames, because
I want to get as far through that hole as I can. So I'm just...
Okay. So, what about you, Grolden? Are you also going into the
yeah,
hole?
I'll dash. Let's.
I want
let's
outdash him though.
Okay, so you go.
Try and stick together.
Okay. Well, both of you are going to be able to make it inside of the interior of the building through the hole quite easily. Past the initial... This actually needs to come forward a little bit. Past the rock where it hit. And then... So this back entrance is blocked currently by the enormous rocks shattering it. Oh my. It's not going how I expected it to go at all. Okay, so those guys haven't reacted yet. Okay, so Grolden and Keith, you two are both running in. Shrimp, you're falling from the ceiling currently.
Yes,
Slowly.
currently I am.
Slowly falling, 60 feet around. What are you doing?
Well, how high was the ceiling? It was like 120.
Yes, it's going to take you
So
about a
I'm-
round after this to get to the ground if you continue slow falling.
Okay, I'm gonna keep slow falling, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my thought form, which is a bonus action, and also cast mage armor on me.
Okay, so you're basically just dropping down to the ground, cast Mage Armor, you see the shimmering barrier of force encase your character, and then you suddenly blink out of existence into this flickering sphere of purple etheric energy heading straight down for the hole that you created. So you're basically going to be dropping down here to get into the interior. Okay, and that's going to be both of you done. Which is going to leave us to the guards. Guards' turn. They're going to go, what the hell was that? We're going to have a whole bunch of them running it over here to go see what the hell's happening. This guy's going to run down. People are all running back to go and see what this nonsense is. This guy's also going to start running down. Turn around to see what's going on. And let's see. Cleef and Shrimp, are you guys staying in the tunnel, or are you popping out of the tunnel into the actual interior of the building?
Me and Growling.
I think we should be popping out of the tunnel, if
Grolden.
only because with explosions, well, I don't know how much.
I think maybe we should
Taking the-
just like lay down in the tunnel because there are probably going to be dwarfs coming up this way. If we can ambush them in the tunnel.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy to hold my action for an ambush.
The reason I'm asking is, you guys hear quite a cavalcade of dwarves come running up the stairs
That seems fair.
from the interior to inspect this crash that has shattered the entrance into this
try.
building. Those of you outside also see dwarves come boiling out of some of the structures. Brian, directly below you, you also see a whole bunch coming out. You just see dwarves all around, popping out to find out what the hell is going on. Balgord really wasn't kidding when he said that they have heavily reinforced this area from the last time you hit it for some unbeknownst reason. So, the two of you up in the sky, you see this anthill basically getting kicked over by the actions that your party has instigated. What would you like to do?
Do
I
we
think I
begin the
still wanna
strafing
wait.
run?
I want to wait and let them get close to the building. Let them group together more.
Okay.
Alright, no problem at all. So you guys are going to keep on holding for now.
Yeah.
The ones
Their
on the
attention's all
ground.
going to be on that building, so as long as we don't move, we're fine for now.
Shrimp! You see people on the ground start pointing up at this purple-pink blur dropping down from the sky directly towards the source of the crash. And hear shouts of dismay and anger. And quite a few crossbows getting aimed skyward towards your dropping form. Brian, you and your comrade up in the air actually see this happening as well. As you just see this purple comet of energy dropping down towards the building. Lady, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That guy's not in line of sight.
Oh no.
12 people firing crossbows up at you as you're basically dropping down in your thought form. Thought form gives you immunity or resistance to damage.
It gives me the resistance of psychic damage and to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical.
AC with mage armor?
14.
14. Okay. Veritable hail of crossbow bolts fire up at the ceiling as you start dropping down towards them. Miss. Hit. That's 2 hits out of everything? Really? Okay. So, as you drop down, you see this wailing hail of crossbows come firing up at you. And a few of them actually impact, your mage armor scatters sparks of energy as the blows get deflected. And a few of them that do get through actually punch into your thought form and just burn up, like the very crossbow bolts themselves just evaporating into etheric energy like water tossed into a pan. You take a grand total of... Oh wow, that's not a crit. A joke.
Oof.
I kid. The first crossbow bolt does 1 point of damage, and the second one does 6 points of damage. Which is half, so that's 3 damage
3
in total. Yeah, because of your resistances.
Okay.
Wow, that was some poor shooting, boys. Come on, up your game. The rest of them still haven't noticed.
I'm sure they'll
Which
shoot
is
better
going
when
to
they're on
take us
fire.
back to the top of the initiative, which means you guys said you're still going to wait until the cluster, right? Until you start the bombing run.
Are we still gonna do that?
Yeah, so give them one more turn.
Okay.
Okay, you guys hold
Does it
on.
look like Shrimp's getting close to getting into cover?
You should be doing there in the next round. You should be able to get there. Geralden and Cleef, you two are watching from the cover of the tunnel that the worm have dug outside of the structure to get out. And you see a couple of the dwarves, in their own language, turn to their comrades and then point directly towards the tunnel where you are, but they haven't noticed you yet. And with hand motions kind of like pointing like, go, 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 like they're going to use the side tunnel to leave the building now that the main entrance has been obstructed.
Well, at least now we know where we're going to be dropping a lot of that Greek fire.
Geralden, your turn. What would you like to do?
That's an interesting point. Any ideas, Cleef,
Our
before
two
we start
options
rolling?
are attempt to blend into the sides of the tunnel, let them pass so they get firebombed, or start stabbing.
Should we try the blending? If only because it would be nice to have them all go up in flames.
Let's do that.
Let's use that stealth and advantage roll to blend in with the...
Let's use those divine blessings. Okay.
Yes.
So both of you roll your stealth checks for me, please, with advantage from...
Oh, I saw that 20 dancing.
Oh, I know, it was sad. 14 is my highest, unfortunately.
What, can you not use that on that? Oh.
Bless doesn't do skills.
I got 26.
26.
Well, maybe they're all distracted because of the giant rock, so...
You're very correct. Also, they've got the perception of a rock. 8? Yeah. No, they do not notice you.
me,
Okay, so you guys both just like pretend
because they're
to be
so
rock
small
faces.
when they walk past, me and Ground high five over the top of them as they're running out.
Pretty much, yes.
Wow. The difference. Dick. Okay, so while that's going on,
Talk about getting cocky.
I know, right? Okay, so you guys have successfully hidden there. They haven't noticed you at all. Let's return. Shrimp, you're still plummeting. What would you like to do? As you basically are angling your way to land in the middle of this enormous exodus of dwarves that's about to exit this structure that you're coming into.
Okay, so the rock landed in front of the door, correct?
Yes, shattered this entranceway.
Okay, so is there any hole for me to enter there, or do I need to use this to...
No, you'll just go through the hole the rock made in the ceiling. You'll just go straight down behind it.
Oh, okay, so there is still... okay, so there's a hole to enter. Oh, I'm just gonna float down then.
Okay, so you float down into the structure, the first time seeing the interior, and it appears to be a dwarven keep. In front of you, a set of stairways leading straight down into a blue-lit passageway below you. However, in front of you, a whole bunch of dwarves with the kind of in the middle of going, go, 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 go through, and then they see a purple-blue cloud thing descend through the ceiling.
Oh, sorry if I knocked any. So I'm over here now, basically.
Sorry, where did you go?
On the other map.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the top one. Yes, you're basically at the top there. I was just, yeah, and in front of you are a myriad of dwarves. In fact, let's do this. Can I rotate these at all? Oh god, this is gonna be tricky. But yes, in front of you, you see a huge crowd of dwarves.
So,
rushing
but
up
yeah,
the stairs.
oh, you need to lock that thing.
Yeah.
Well, and now it's locked in the air. It's fine.
Was
No,
that
it's not.
bad, comrade? It was not me, comrade. Not this time.
I was the one who locked it, but somebody, like, immediately before I locked it, somebody lifted it up.
Okay, so in front of you, you see a whole stack of dwarves rushing up the stairs to come and investigate what's going on here.
Okay, but is there some space between me and them now? But still?
About 5 feet.
Okay, it's just enough space. I don't want them to stay there, so I'm going to summon the slutty.
Sick.
You're going to what?
Liddy, did you actually find yourself a token or something to use for him?
No, sorry, I completely forgot to do it. I was actually looking around for pictures, but I didn't find any good ones. Is there like a temporary token we could use, or shall we just use it back?
Is the gray slot, or what is it?
It doesn't say. Technically, it isn't a slotty. It's a aberrant spirit that is the shape of slotty.
There's a slotty for you, a grey one. I so happen to have one that you guys never ran into in one of my side quests.
Okay, yeah, because it doesn't specify what it is. All I know is it has regeneration and likes to stab people.
Okay, so you summon the slotty in between you and the enemy, I take it.
Correct.
Okay, so Slotty appears with a shimmering crackle of arcane energy in front of you, causing the lead dwarves to hole up. What the hell is just going on here? Purple cloud came in and now there's a monster in front of me. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, that was my action, so, do I have any bonus actions I could use? No, actually, no, it's fine. That's basically my action and my turn.
Okay, roll initiative for your Slotty, unless it goes on the same turn.
It shares my initiative count, and takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys verbal commands that you issued. No action required by you. If you don't issue any, it defends itself. Otherwise, takes no action.
Okay, so it's gonna take its turn now. What's it gonna do?
It's just going to hold the line. That's what I'm gonna order it to do.
Okay, so
I'm basically using it as cover.
Okay, you're basically using it as cover. Shame, poor bastard. Guard's turn. The purple cloud having fallen out of the sky, most of these are going to start rushing over to the door to go and see what's going on. You see this guy basically step up, start tossing away rubble to try and clear a path. This guy runs over to help him as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy starts running as well. Basically a whole stack of these boys making their way over there to basically form chain gangs. To try and clear as much of that rubble as possible away from that door. It's there. Moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Whoops. Again. And
All good.
it's there. Okay, and this guy's here. Here. And this guy's... Okay, so those guys are all still running to try and get to the entranceway. These guys inside, in the interior, having completely now forgotten their plan about running down the tunnel, are just going to try and deal with the wizard that has just dropped down into their midst, and the Slod. The front two are both going to draw their axes, and they're immediately going to go in to try and hack away at this creature that has appeared in the middle of them. Cause such dismay. AC on the Slotty, Lenny?
15. Sorry,
15.
Yeah.
Can you please mark on the interior map where our tunnel comes out? Sorry.
Yes. Actually, I'll do you one better. Let's just do this for now. There you go.
Okay.
You are both going to be coming out of this square over here. Right next to where you see your thought form comrade drop into the room.
Gone past us, yeah.
No, they haven't gone yet. They were on their way to go. It wasn't their turn yet, and then he kind of interrupted
this
that
clump
process.
inside is these ones. Okay.
Yes, that is correct.
So
Sorry
you were
for that.
unable to do your epic high five.
Damn. I'm sure it will be spoken of about in stories to come. Okay, Liddy, so you said your AC is 15. They hack away at him. None of them managed to hit the target. They're all just like quite perturbed by this creature that has suddenly popped up in the middle of them out of nowhere. They still don't actually know what the hell's going on. They haven't actually seen magic used by anybody. So this is a very, very strange occurrence for them. And because of how clustered that stairwell is, the ones in the back actually can't get a clear shot with their crossbows. Their numbers are actually counting against them in such a narrow passageway for now. So the rest of them are just going to fan out and start forming a firing line to hit anything that comes into the room. Okay, that's going to be the guard's turn for this turn, which takes us to our 2 intrepid Hiroshima people. What are you doing?
Well, they've started camping, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
These guys are all
So-
forming a half circle.
We can make a 120-foot bombing run.
Yep.
That's correct, sir. And it's going to be 10 feet wide, so double squares in a row, essentially.
5, 10, 25,
Oh, you can move that.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 95, 100.
No, that's 90 now. Not 100. That's 90 feet now.
Oh, 90.
You went from 85 to 100.
Oh. 100, 105, 110, 115, 120.
Oh, dear lord.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, that pretty much.
So that's everybody except for these two and this guy over here and the people on the walls. All right, so Razgor, you fly over. Brienne, you flip the hat.
Yeah, and
And-
flying alongside him.
Flying alongside him. So you guys are essentially going to end up over there. That is correct, sir. I would like you guys to roll 4d8 dice. If you want, each of you can roll 2d8, or one of you can roll all 4d8. Doesn't
Oh,
matter to
Raz
me.
can roll all 4.
Go, Razgor, roll well. As you basically flip the hatch off the back of this cart and just tip it backwards and then fly at maximum speed, utilizing the arcane arts to apply a very modern solution to a very primitive
Rascal
problem.
riding the last barrel down, waving his cowboy hat.
No, I'm still up in the air holding the cart. That's my second attack. Is the cart.
Does he love the bomb?
Okay.
I rolled
How much
17, but
is
since this is technically one attack, I can put smite on this, right?
Nice try, sir. However, let's see. Felbearn dwarves only have 16 hit points, so that is a very lucky roll as you manage to successfully engulf this entire line of dwarves in flames. Those of you inside hear a roar followed by shattering pottery followed by another roar, and then they just suddenly start overlapping and rolling over each other like a great beast that is just bursting its way through a
And the
china
horrific
shop
screams.
with flames crackling in the background. Followed by horrific screams and the smell of roasting pork
And hair.
come wafting
And
through the tunnel.
Lots of hair.
So
Yes,
much
sir.
hair.
He also
Lots of hair.
orc.
Basically, yeah, you successfully wipe out, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and who's under the cart? 11
Mother.
of the guards in one bombing run between the two of you. That's just with your movement and Brienne's bonus action to open the cart. So you guys both still have an action, and Raskor, you've got an action, a bonus action left, Brienne, you've got an action.
So
So-
will this be considered a thrown weapon?
I guess, technically.
Kind of, yeah.
Technically, yes, it would be an oversized throwing weapon, so it would be disadvantage. But yes, you could yeet it at something, I guess.
Well, I want to eat it at these two guards. Still
Jesus
standing.
Okay, so the last two dwarves are standing there in absolutely horrific, fascination as they just watch this calamitous, event occur, destroying everything that they thought they knew about ground-based warfare. Make an attack roll for you with disadvantage, please.
Wait, if it's a thrown weapon, isn't that a dexterity-based attack?
This is pure strength on this boy.
Thrown strength. And my bless.
Oh no!
11, 13, 16, and no proficiency because it's improvised.
Oh, good news. They have exactly 16 armor class. As you throw... You don't so much throw the cart as just guide it down as you thrust it down at them. Managing to put just enough of a spin on it to send it spinning head over heels down at creatures on the ground. Shit, what would the damage be for thrown cart, boys? I actually have no idea.
Well, given that we're about 120 feet up,
It's d6 for every 10 feet of falling distance above 30 feet, so 96, I guess sounds fair.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Good lord.
I'm gonna bet it's over 17.
Probably.
20.
20, yeah, you guys throw the cart down, which hits the two dwarves, slamming them into the ground. You just hear the dull crack of bone as spines and knees explode under the splintering impact of this thrown wagon being tossed at them. And they get crunched underneath it as it skids away from where you've thrown it, and the entire cart itself basically splinters into matchwood. As you very thoroughly overkill these two dwarves, leaving the cracked open armor with organs impaled by wood on the ground as you just absolutely demolish these, and these guys on the walls are just kind of left speechless looking up at this because in the space of 6 seconds, less than 6 seconds, the entire courtyard has just been set on fire, followed by two of their friends getting obliterated by a cart thrown at them. Brienne, you still have an action left. What would you like to
I
do?
have 2 Eldritch Blasts, and I think I'm going to use them on this guy on top of the tower up here.
Alright, so you point a hand down, let him palm out, and fire your Eldritch Blast at this boy. Roll your attack roll.
That's 2 rolls and plus d4 on each. Oh wow, 2 on for each of them. So let's see, that's 20 and 11 to hit.
11 is a miss, 20 is a hit. Roll your d10 for your damages.
Oh wow, 2.
You throw your ravening beam of fire down at this poor dwarf on the wall, but unfortunately he just ducks it and gets his face singed a little bit, flesh crackling, but otherwise doesn't take too huge of a wound, and he still looks at Rarrington.
Okay.
Alrighty. Anything else from you two? Razgor, bonus action on your end, or are you good?
Bonus action, Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Okay. Brienne's already bonus action. You both moved. Okay, so that's all your actions and bonus actions and all that good stuff. Grolden, you have just seen your companion drop down from above in a shimmering cloud and summon a monster from the beyond in front of you. What would you like to do?
To be honest, Grelden is looking at a corridor full of sharp, pointy objects. I think I'm gonna just hold for now and see if the laser man does something that thins out the hood.
Okay, so you're just gonna hold your turn for now.
Yep.
See what Shrimp does. No problem. Cleef, what are you doing?
Cleef is gonna. This is like wide enough for 3 people.
Just barely, yeah.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
squeeze.
next to this guy and attempt to stab up one of these dwarfs.
Alrighty, you roll up next to the dwarf and try and stab him with your rapier.
No, I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab
Or
him
dagger.
with a fancy dagger. And they're in melee already, aren't they? So
Yep,
sneak
they
attack.
are engaged technically. Sneak attack
I'm gonna
as
cast
you
Green
roll up.
Flame Blade.
Oh my.
Okay, so that one. Hold on, I've got so many dice now.
That's truly a problem.
Uh,
Okay, well that's going on. Shouldn't, but you got your turn ready to go while Cleef is doing that.
Yes, just one quick question.
Sure.
Can I cast haste on the slutty?
I mean, no reason why not.
Okay, I do that.
Okay. Cleef, yes.
so yeah, that's like a 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
And
Oof.
that is 18 damage to the first one. And then
Okay, you managed to down the first one with your
Green
green
Flyer
flame blade.
leaps to the next one, the next closest one, and he takes damage equal to my spellcasting ability modifier. What the fuck is my spellcasting ability modifier as a rogue?
Int? I don't know.
Where did you get that ability from?
A feat.
What does the feat say?
Okay,
Like,
well, while you work that out, it's fine. Okay, so Letty, you and the Slotty you said are in the same turn, right?
yes.
Okay, so what is Slotty doing? You cast haste on
Uh,
him, and what is he doing?
He is going to stab this guy. Well,
Okay,
at
so he
first,
goes forward to stab
yeah,
this boy.
he's going to stab him. He rolls a 8 plus 7 is
15.
okay. Yeah, he rolls a 15. Does that hit or no?
Yes, I have 16 armor on these boys.
Another attack then. 14 plus 7.
That's a hit, 21. Easy peasy.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's overkill, so I'm just gonna roll damage just to kind of figure out how much it takes to kill one of these.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll damage. So 4 plus 7, 11 points. Probably not enough to kill him.
Almost. You slam, the creature like jumps onto him and starts tearing away at him and slams down on him, but it seems that he's just barely holding on for life, using the half of his axe to try and guard himself.
Okay, last attack is 11 plus 7, so
18, yeah.
18.
Okay. Roll them damages.
1 plus 7, so 8.
Oh wow, plus 7. Okay, yeah, so you easily managed to skewer this boy and clear some space in front of you.
It's 2 damage.
2 damage! What is it, int? Or is it
I
charisma?
think.
Int. Thought so. Okay. It's enough between the two of you to clear out a little bit of space and give you some breathing room. So anything you're doing, lady, other than casting haste and having this
I'm also, I'm using my bonus action to maintain concentration.
Okay, so you're using...
Because I had 2 concentration spells on going at the same time, so I'm using my device of intent.
Which is your other concentration?
To summon.
And the first one?
Haste. Actually, well, reversed. The first one is the summon, the second one is the haste.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't even realize. I thought the Slotty was just fire and forget.
No. It's a
Okay.
summon
So
concentration.
that's all of them done. These dwarves, a little bit horrified at this beast tearing 2 of their friends to pieces. These guys are going to back away from the entranceway. These 2 are going to set their feet, and you hear them shout in the dwarven tongue. And from behind them, you hear an answering call. As you see the crowd part, Cleef and Friend, to see 2 grey-skinned dwarves come up from the
Oh,
back
God, no.
to reinforce the front line. Just gonna change the color on these boys to make them a little bit easier to identify.
I wonder if we could have flown the cart in through the rock hole and dropped it in here.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Ah, balls.
Oh no!
I made another copy of the thing, just delete the one on top.
Telling you. It's so hard. I can't wait until everybody's inside so we can use the interior. Okay, so 2 grey-skinned dwarves run up and start transforming before your very eyes, and you see the blue scales ripping out of their flesh and their bodies elongating, almost snake-like, and multiple legs peeling from their torsos as their legs fuse together. It's going to be their turn as they start to shift, and that's going to be the guards. These guys at the bottom of the landing that can see you lot. So it's pretty much going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dwarves, all going to take fire at you, Mr. Grace Slotty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. What's the AC on the Slotty? You said 15.
Now it's 17 because of the haste.
Damn! Natural 20, natural 20. Everything else is a miss.
Okay.
Okay, and they're going to do...
Release the Douglas.
Release the Douglas! Grand total of 14 points of damage as they fired their crossbow bolts and managed to slam 2 of the bolts into the creature's eye, making it stagger back and roar in anger. But still standing. Doesn't look that phased. Okay, that's going to be the guards done, making us back to Brienne and Razgor. Oh, Brienne now. I suppose you guys can act independently of your initiative now. Brienne, what are you doing?
Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is fire off 2 more Eldritch Blasts at that dwarf on the roof.
Alright, roll your 2 attacks. That's both hits and
both.
damage.
13.
13, combined with a little bit of damage from the previous hit, and enough to drop him like a rock. Basically shearing him in half.
Yes, and then I'm going to move to the hole in the...
Okay, are you going to go inside, or are you just going to have it above now?
Well, given that I'm like 100 feet in the air, I'm not going to be able to make it all the way down in there, am I?
Yeah, you're just going to be able to like start gliding down towards
So I'm
it,
going to
halfway.
start gliding down towards there.
Okay, you start dropping down to get inside. Razgor, your turn. What are you doing?
Did the fire stay burning, or is it like?
Oh yeah, it is on fire. Everything is burning. You have very successfully set the ground on fire.
Yeah, I'll.
You could always try and, do a flyby, pick a couple of dwarves up and drop them into the fire.
Oh, I couldn't make it to the ground right now anyway. I'll just double move towards the hole.
Okay. So you're just like flying straight down to get into the hole where your compatriots are.
From the angle I'm flying down, can I see a dwarf inside?
Most of the ones directly in your line of sight have been cleared out by a combination of the Slotty and Cleef stabbing them.
Okay.
So you'd have to drop a little bit lower to be able to see them. Okay, that's going to be the two of you. If anybody doesn't mind, I'm going to flip us all to the interior map now, because I think for the most part, you guys aren't going to do anything with the exterior anymore with the dwarves here, hey?
No,
Yeah,
and the dwarves outside I think are going to be too preoccupied with that fire to do anything.
That is very true.
And that rock landed right here, right? So it's kind of
at the entrance way,
fire
blocking
and rock is blocked. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very effectively blocked by the ingenuity of your comrade. Oh wait, I should probably load up that. There we go. Now I have to rearrange everything again. Okay, you guys move yourself to the entrance there. I will quickly... Haha! Flip everybody there so we don't have to futz about with that silly board anymore. We can use the proper table. So it's Brian, Razgor, Grolden! So, giant monster summoned in front of you, comrade. Many dwarves at the bottom. Ooh, I will actually make it slightly smaller. Many dwarves at the bottom, Grolden, all looking like they need a punching.
Yeah, I suppose there's no more forward, to be honest. I'm gonna go get a punching, I think.
Okay, so get your movement on, sir.
I'm gonna run,
Okay, you guys can make your token slightly smaller. This is actually properly scaled for this map.
dive over these people,
Oh, you're just gonna go straight past them, okay.
punch these two people straight in their...
Okay, so you're just basically running up between the middle of them and just going ham on both of them. Alright, so first set of attacks. Pow, 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 going out against the dwarf
For
closest to
Pete's
you.
sake, hold on.
There we go. I've just scaled that up on the right side.
Geralden, as you push deeper into the temple, you see there are indeed more guards.
But that's not good. For Pete's sake. 14 and 12.
Okay, both hits.
Did you roll an additional
Yay.
d4? Remember, you're blessed.
Missed.
Matt, did you roll your d4s for bless?
No. What?
You
But
get
I thought
to
both of them hit, didn't they?
No, I said both miss.
Oh.
So you
hold
roll
on.
your d4s.
Yeah, the enemy has an AC of 16 on the regular guys, just to make it a little bit simpler for you guys, for us.
It's 4 and 4, so that turns 16 and 1 into 18.
Okay, so both of those hits connect. Roll your damages for me, please.
Great.
Oh, lord.
One does 16 and one does 15.
Okay, so your first hit, you slam your gauntleted fists into the dwarf in front of you, and you see your entire arm, from the knuckles up to your shoulder, just engulfed in red fire. And you just see it flash for a moment, almost blinding everything in the somewhat subdued blue light coming from the pond to your right. And you just immolate the dwarf. Like, where your fist hit him, there's just nothing left above the legs. Like, the entire burst apart and sundered, and you smell the reek of burning hair, and the carcass of the dwarf just drops to the ground. Second attack, you spin around, go for the one behind you. slam it into him, and you see him stagger backwards and almost immediately fall to his knees. And you see smoke actually rising from the cracks in his armor as you first impact with him.
Well, that's pretty cool. Am I able to move?
Yeah,
I don't think this is a use part. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna move to this side then.
You're monk. You have like
'cause I'm
50 feet of movement or something silly.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna move here. I want to just get out the way so that they have 2 targets rather than everyone being in the same area. And then I'm gonna use fire blows to attack these 2 guys.
Okay. So you basically run up and then do your second set of attacks trying to drop those 2 targets.
Don't
So the
forget
first
your
2
D4.
attacks do. Yeah, hold on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't think a D4 is going to save that second one.
No, not really. So the 1 attack does 20, so that's fine. But I've got 3 attacks because I can use my bonus action to attack. Ah, there you go. Yep. So 2 more attacks hit. 1 for
Okay,
each
roll.
dwarf.
Roll 1 for each dwarf.
1 does so it's 13, 13.
Okay. Unfortunately, 2 slams both ways. Almost enough to kill both of them. You see them both stagger back, their armor starting to steam and smoke from the heat of the blows. And just barely hold on. You can see them both staggering and sweat beading their brows. As it seems like somebody's just plunged them into a forge. But they're just holding on by the barest sliver of teeth. But almost, yeah, both of them are almost dead. They're so close to dead, it is kind of ridiculous.
Yes, and I've already got half the charges I need to throw a fireball.
Oh no,
Oh god.
not like this. Okay, so that's going to be Grolden. Which brings us to Cleef. What is Cleef and
is
Lee
running
doing?
down to clear these 2 jobbers from the bottom of the stairs, so the heavy hitters can move into the clump.
Okay.
So I'm gonna,
Okay, so you rush on down, dagger in hand.
gonna stab up that first one. Probably miss.
Definitely.
With a, what is that? That's 12.
If you roll
Oh,
4
yeah.
on the D4, you could potentially
Yeah,
hit.
where's to put it?
Potentially.
3.
Oh,
Oh, so close. Okay, so you run up, stab, and these armor actually.
hang on.
deflects the blow.
Just as a question, and
Hmm.
this may sound like a broken record, but when Cleef attacks, does he are his attacks strength based or
Dex.
dexterity based?
Dex, but it's a
skills.
check.
Doesn't
not-
your okay, so it's not for attack rolls. Okay.
That would be a little bit crazy.
Please, infinite advantage forever!
Okay, you actually slam the blade at his armor, and it gets deflected. But you see where the blade's edge dragged along the dwarf's chainmail. Links actually pop as the blade goes white hot and shears through it. And only the thickness of the chainmail is the only thing that protected him
I'm
from actually
also
being immune to bites.
reflavoring my green flame blade to red flame blade.
Okay. Anything else from Cleef, or is that us?
That's it. He gets ready.
That's
he
it.
gets ready to
Shrimp
dodge.
and Shrimp and Slotty, what are you doing?
Okay, Slotty is gonna move up here first. Stab this guy
3 times.
twice. Let's just hit it twice.
You can just roll your attacks, and if one of them is enough to
Okay.
kill, go to the next guy. They'll have the same ACs.
So I rolled an well, that was oh shit, that was accidental. Wow.
Fine.
Okay, that was the one. That's 4 plus 7 is numbers. 11. Yeah, that one's 11. That should hit, right?
Yes, that's plus 7, you said, so it's 18.
Yeah, plus 7.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Oof.
That's a 10, so 17.
Oh yeah, he just like jumps up into the dwarf, grabs him by the neck, and then tears the entire spine out. And he just like rides the corpse down to the ground, and blood just geysers into the room. And you see all the other dwarves kind of like pull back a little bit, going, "Holy shit, what the hell is
Even
that
Cleef's
thing?"
like, who are you and why are you making me look bad?
Creature like hisses at you, and then licks its lips. Okay.
Okay, then it's
anything
my
else?
turn.
Yes. What is Shrimp himself?
Well, bonus action to maintain thing, so I no longer have bonus action. 1, 2. These are these 5 foot squares?
Yes. Everything is 5 feet
Okay,
square.
1, 10. Wait, that's 10, 20, 30. Okay, that's a little bit closer than I want. I was just gonna psychic blast, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm just gonna Oh no, I don't want to get too close. I don't want to just like get like dogpiled by everybody. Okay, I'm just gonna hide. Yeah, I'm just
gonna hide behind.
I was gonna
the
say
slot.
we wouldn't have to. You wouldn't get mobbed if you just came in here and did some area of effect damage.
Unfortunately, there isn't enough area for me, or my effect does not have enough area. It's only a 30-foot cone.
Okay. So shouldn't you move behind your comrade? Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep yeah, because it's too many things. Okay, I'm just gonna try and deal with this guy. I'm just gonna hit him with a simple. What was this? I have so rarely used this Mind Sliver. In 16 roll for him to make.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay, 2d6 psychic damage.
Roll your damages.
Let me just roll that. That is only 6, and the target so the first time it makes a saving throw before the end of your next turn, it must make a roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from.
Okay, anti-blaze. Okay. He clutches his head and staggers backwards from you, Cleve. His attention suddenly taken off you by this literal sliver of agony slammed into his brain by your comrade. Anything else, Shrimp?
No, that's me.
That's you. Okay. In their turn, the two dwarves are going to finally finish transforming into some creatures that you have definitely seen before. Large, blue-scaled, many small legs, and very, very angry looking. And they're going to surge forward.
Yeah, sorry, I just forgot to note that Slotty also regenerates 10 health on his turn.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, that's certainly a thing. Oh, balls. They're going to be super beginning. Okay, this one's just going to come into the passive. It's got 10-foot reach. I can still get to Cleve, luckily.
No!
So this one's instead going to go here to go after Grelden. They're somewhat smaller than the ones you saw the previous time. They don't seem to be as mighty specimen as the one fought prior. However, that aside, Cleve, he's still going to try and bite you in the face. What's the AC on Cleve? 17, that's a 24, so that's a hit. Where's my 60 tips? It's okay. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Cleve, you take 21 plus 27 points of damage.
Fire damage?
As the creature attempts to chomp. No, that's just from the bite damage. We'll get to the fire in a moment. And then the fire is another 3d6. I need more d6s. Fire damage is only... Oh, wow. Double 6. 13 points of fire damage.
Okay, I'm gonna half the 27 with a dodge.
Okay, so you're going to use your cunning action or whatever it's called to halve that.
And then I'm resistant to fire, so I half the fire damage.
And technically it'll have the fire damage twice because it's all
yeah?
one hit.
Okay.
Partially
How much
possibly
fire damage
physical.
is that then?
13 halved is what? 7 halved again, so 3?
Okay.
Okay. And this one is too small to swallow. Oh. Never mind, that's only on its turn. Damn. Okay, and then the second remorse. Grolden, what's the AC on your boy?
That's gonna happen.
18.
18. Oh, you lucky boy. It rolled an 8 plus 9, so it's not enough. 17 to hit, so just barely misses. As you see this giant maw slam down on the ground and whip around trying to get you, and just the sixth sense behind you tells you, what the hell, duck? And you drop to the ground as the creature sweeps over you, trying to chew on you for a bit. However, all these other dwarves are very unimpressed with these people who have invaded their home. Cleve, the one closest to you, is going to make 2 attacks to try and stab you with an axe. Oh god, can I please roll anything above a 5? Both of those are going to be misses. The rest of these boys are going to have trouble actually firing because of the large size of this boy at you and Shrimp. These two are going to take shots at the Slotty.
If they accidentally hit the big thing, I'm not mad at that.
You're not mad at that. Slotty's AC is 17, right?
Correct.
Slams 6 bolts, 6 damage worth of bolts into him.
Okay.
The rest of these guys are all going to start firing at Grolden, because he's pretty much the only person in the room that they can get a clear line of sight to, except for these ones that currently engaged in melee with. So that's
Well,
1, 2,
bugger.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people.
Thanks, guys. I was really hoping that you guys would do something, but no.
I just need some more d20s. Give me a sec. And those, not too many. There we go. Okay. AC on Grolden's 18, eh?
Do your weird
Yep.
monk shit and do the Matrix thing and dodge around the bullets. I mean,
Actually, theoretically, he could do that. He does have arrow deflection, or whatever it's called.
I'm
The thing
literally
was-
just looking that up now.
Wow! What is the deck bonus in these boys? +3 to hit. Oh, Jesus. So it's 15, 13, 7. That's 1, 2, 3! 3 hits, Grolden. As you see a wall of crossbow bolts come firing at you, because apparently I can't roll shit today. As they come flying towards you. One of them dealing 8 points of damage, one of them dealing 6, and one of them dealing 3, for a grand total of 17.
3.
Okay, well, I had to have saved
Golden.
actions to use deflect missiles, so I won't do that. That's fine. 17. Cool.
Do you have to use the flick missiles?
Yeah, you need to. You use your reflection to. You can use your reaction to deflect.
But you haven't used your reaction yet this turn. Every turn is its own reaction.
Does bonus action not count as a reaction?
No, reaction and bonus action, two completely separate
Oh,
things.
okay, that's great. I can only do it to one. I think. Can I? I can
So,
only do it one.
you're gonna catch the first one that does 8 damage.
Yeah. So I negate
Okay.
that one entirely.
So how does that work? Do you just roll, or?
Well, it's a 1d10 plus 11 negation.
Oh,
but
okay.
That 11 cancels out already. I could spend a key
Oh,
point to throw it back at the person, but it seems like a waste.
Okay, no, I haven't actually seen anybody use it yet. Okay, so you
although
just
that
like
would be awesome style points.
It would be, but not when I can do another flurry of blows. I feel so.
okay,
Fair
so you see these two bolts come flying towards you, and you dodge all of that damage except for what is it? 17 minus 8 is 9 points of damage as two crossbow
Cool.
bolts slam into you and injure you quite severely, just making
Ow.
your elephantine rage even angrier. Okay, I'm just gonna assume you catch the first one with your trunk and just snap it
Yeah,
in half
pretty much.
like a badass. Alrighty. So that's going to be the guard's turn, which brings us to the top. To Brienne.
So I come down into the entrance.
Yes, place yourself on the board as you drop into the room. And see, there's quite a few people, including a good old friend that you have seen before, that is somewhat smaller than the last time you
Oh, some considerably smaller. As I see it, I shall glare at it menacingly, and I shall curse it with a Hexblade's Curse, so +3 to damage, crit on a 19 or 20, and I regain 10 hit points if it dies. Blah blah blah. And as I come down, I draw my crossbow and I shall fire 2 bolts at it, cursing its name.
Okay. Fire your 2 bolts, sir.
That is 12 and 7 is 19, 11 and 7 is 18.
Both hits, just barely. Just barely. As you manage to slam the bolts past the creature's scaly skin. Roll them damages, sir.
D8 plus 4. Oof, that's 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 3 is 7.
7 points of damage total.
That's for the first bolt.
Okay, yeah.
Second
Yeah.
bolt is, ooh, that's much better. 8 and 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15.
7, so 20, what's it, 21 points of damage, 22 points of
21
damage.
points, and it's my packed weapon, so it's treated as magical for purposes of overcoming any kind of damage reduction. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so
Just
you
in
punch
case.
3 crossbow bolts into the creature. Anything else you're doing?
Yes.
Or is that your turn, sir? Razgor!
Let's see. Have we got? No, I haven't killed any dwarfs, so I can't
Nope.
do that. Okay, no, it's fine.
Razgor, your turn.
I come rocketing in.
Zoop.
How far can I get with my movement?
25, I believe. You go 35, don't you?
I go 30.
30, yeah. So you can move another 20 feet, so 4 squares.
All right.
Okay.
will use my bonus action. What's it called? Aggressive.
Yes.
Do I have to move the whole? Move up to your
I think it's
speed
up to.
towards an enemy. So I'm gonna try to move towards this guy, but 5, 10, 50, only like halfway, so I'm not leaving his.
Yeah. So you
combat.
basically just come around behind him, yeah? And you see there's a shitload of dwarves. The crossbows are all like pointed at your comrade, Gralden, currently.
And I'm going to scream out, "Finally, I get to kill some dwarves! You died to an orc today!"
Oh,
On the other hand, considering so many of them missed me, I worry about the 2 dwarves I was standing and who were on either side of me, actually.
You worry for them. Alrighty.
But I'm gonna attack big dude first.
Oh, you're gonna go for big dude first. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it. So that's
skin
2
you and
attacks,
turn you
right?
into some boots.
Mighty words.
Them's fighty word.
Oh, that's horrible. That's 6 plus 8 is a number.
14.
14.
14. That probably misses. And a 25.
Missing and hitting. So 1 hit, sir. As you come into combat to try and slay the beast.
So that is 9.
Yes.
And I'll go ahead and throw a second level smite into him,
Sure.
which I think is 3d8.
Tell me, bro.
I said confidently.
Come on, boys.
Where's the fucking divine smite? 2d8 plus 1 for each level. Yeah. That's a total of 29 damage.
29 points of damage. Alrighty. And you're using which weapon are you fighting with?
That is my magical battle axe, because I have my
Okay,
shield
your battle
out.
axe.
Shield out also.
Very nice. Okay, so you're just fighting one-handed at the moment. Alright, so you cleave your blade into the creature, and as the blade pierces the creature's scales, a veritable fountain of lava sprays you right in the face. You take 10 points of fire damage. As the
Reduced to
creature...
5.
Reduced to 5. As you slam the axe into the creature itself. And that's going to be it from it. It doesn't actually look like that hit did much to it other than irritated. It looks like it can take it. It can definitely take it. Anything else, Razgor? Is that going to be you?
That's me.
Gralden! You just dodged a shitload of crossbow bolts. So, like, you still got the broken crossbow bolt in your trunk as you look at this room full of people that just done in goof. What would you like to do?
I'm going to punch that monster in the face multiple times.
You're gonna ignore the chaff, okay? You're just
Yep.
going straight for the big boy. Okay, so first thing is, just remember, fire
Yeah.
damage every time you hit it.
That's fine. The first one's a natural 20, and the other
Oh,
one is
shit.
a miss.
Okay, sure, double all your dice for your first hit. And then add your damage modifier on top of that.
So the first one does 13. I'm then going to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay, so you take 5 points of fire damage. 10 half to 5 as you punch with the first hit. And you deal 13 points of damage to it. And you guys actually see Geralden's fists are now both literally on fire, Razgor, in the room. As he's punching the creature that is also just bursting and spraying this almost lava-like substance out of it.
Does he seem perturbed by his hands being on fire?
For what it's worth, just as a thing if need be for Razgor, fly is still active on you, hey?
Oh, yeah, I have 60-foot movement.
Okay.
So both of my next 2 hits all do 20 over 20.
Okay, so you basically connect with
Oh,
both
sorry.
your two.
And the last one.
Oh shit.
Yep. So all 3 hit.
Okay, that is 3 hits. Okay, so the first one was a crit and all damage for the next 2.
So yeah. So the first one of them does 15. One of them does 10, and the last one.
15, yeah?
11.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you dealt like 36 40 plus damage, almost 50 damage this turn.
Something like that.
Okay, and you hit him 4 times. You take 20 points of fire damage. That's after having it.
No, well, yeah, 50. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I've done that.
Okay, so you guys see Kroll go in there, and the creature like rear up, ready to strike him. Sweep its many little legs out from it, not managing to knock it over, but kind of like
He swept
putting it
the
off
leg.
balance. He swept the leg. And then you just see him literally like bicycle kick the shit out of this thing repeatedly in the face.
Mhm.
And it just gets hammered backwards a couple of paces. And you guys see its natural armor where the scales overlap the skin are shattered in places, and you can see ichor like blood oozing through it, as well as little trickles of fire actually running down. And you see like Ralden's fists themselves, which are on fire, have also got the same fluids running down them from this creature that are also just sizzling away on these gauntlets that he's wearing. Holy shit, you just wrecked that thing's day. Okay. It's a good thing we're only on the first room. Okay, Cleef. Your turn, sir. You're muted,
Oh,
Cleef.
hello, I was pressing the wrong button. After
Yes.
swap my push to the wrong button. Cleve's gonna try out a new thing that came to him in a dream. And Cleve's
yeah,
gonna
sure.
launch a Chaos Bolt at the Remora.
Okay.
That's 16? No.
Nope. Unfortunately not, sir. The scales are too tough to see the beams bounce and ricochet harmlessly off of the creature. Is there anything else Cleef would like to try and do?
Look sad as I try and find that appearance table change table thing.
Okay. Should've, your turn.
Okay, well, sometimes you gotta do something risky for hope to actually achieve something. I'm just gonna move right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to sonic blast basically everything from, well, the Remoras to, like, everything here. Like, it's a
Including the Nazgûl.
30-foot cone, which means everything from 30 feet, which is somewhere over here, and from that point, everything between, like... It says that the width of it is the distance from its origin, so at 30 feet, it is 30 foot wide.
Okay.
So I think I pretty much catch all of these guys, if I'm correct.
Is it originating from you onto the Remoras, or from behind the Remoras? Sorry.
It is technically on the Remoras. It's like the it's like
The reason I ask
thing in
is
front
the
of.
Nazgûl are right here.
Oh yeah, I realized.
Okay. All good.
But he is uncaring.
He doesn't care. Okay. What's that to check on that skill for them? Dex.
It is dexterity.
Okay, so
Yes,
that's gonna be-
dexterity 16.
The Remoras, this guy. It sweeps out, right? So this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy,
Yes.
and this guy.
It says that it's actually he might get out of it.
I think it just catches him. I think it just clips him. Okay, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwarves and Razgor. Razgor, what's your check? Is Dex, right?
Yeah, dexterity 16.
And Razgor has advantage on dex saving throws.
Is it saving throws or checks? It, I believe it's checks, isn't it? For your skill.
Checking.
Well, he'll have a d4 from Bless.
Dexterity
yeah,
skill
yeah.
checks.
Not the same.
He's at least
Okay, so yeah. Razgor, go bliss plus your check. And then I need to roll a bunch of checks for these boys.
Big money.
Money! Oh, wow.
Small
big
money. that's
Oh,
a
no.
9.
Oof.
Oh,
oh
Oof.
That's a
Yeah.
9, and I have plus 5.
what's the
Oh,
DC?
and ev-
18. What's the DC, sorry?
16.
16. Oh, no!
Right.
everybody within 10 feet of me has plus 4 on all saves.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Not the dwarves.
Not the... Aw. Okay, yeah, everybody fails their check. Like, every single one of them. So, how much damage?
Amazing. That is 29.
Yeah. Once more, you guys see the soy, purple cloud fly into the room, and a display hitherto not seen for quite a few months. You just see a unseen wave of force sweep out and obliterate these poor dwarves, just throwing them backward and crunching them up like aluminum cans, and just sweeping that area clear. Razgor, you passed,
Did the remorse fail as well?
No, I super failed.
You super failed. Okay, so hold on. We'll do the remorse in a second. Razgor gets flung 20 feet, I believe, backwards, right?
Yes.
And takes
Correct.
20. How much? 29 points of damage.
Yeah, 29.
Okay, Razgor.
That's fire damage, right?
Sonic damage, unfortunately. And then Remoras. Do they have dex? +1. Nope. It's 11 on the Remora, so he also fails and gets flung backward into Razgor, leaving the two of them in the middle of the room, kind of like dogpiled on top of each other and both prone on top of each other.
Okay, so the slutty moves and just goes to stab the Remoras. Well, that's
Okay, he just goes ham. Okay, so it always to be attack.
And if he's prone,
so
there's
if he's
advantage.
down now, that means I gain advantage, right?
Correct, sir.
Yeah, let me pull on a couple of extra d20s.
You guys have so many dice there already, good lord.
Yeah, I know. I don't need that many. But... Okay, first attack, second attack, third attack.
Good lord.
And a nat 20 there. Okay, so that's 13 plus 7. I
Hit?
That's okay.
Hit.
That's 18. Hit. Okay, all 3 hit and 1 crit.
Yes. Okay, so roll your crit, double your dice.
Okay, so can I have more d10? Thank you. That's for the crit. 10 damage, and then the 2 other attacks.
Does it not have any modifiers?
Oh, plus 7 to modifier. Yes, sorry.
So 17 on the first hit.
And then 17, and then a brain. 10. Yes.
17. Okay, Razgor, you hear a very disturbing sound as you're like smothered almost by the bulk of this creature on top of you. It sounds almost like a ripping, tearing sound, and you're in darkness for a moment, only lit up by the fire trickling out from this creature on top of you from its blood. And then you just see a hole torn in it as Lady Slotty climbs on top of it and just rips a hole in for you to get out of, killing the creature. Okay, so your Slotty is now standing atop the corpse, on top of Razgor pretty much, having just ripped and teared the shit out of this thing, and also taking 30 points of fire damage from those 3 hits.
Okay, he takes 30 points of damage.
Yeah, it's 10 per hit.
Griffy, I didn't want to disturb that, but I realized what I should have done with my the creature I fought.
Yeah.
I would have used all 3 blows. I first want to try and stun him,
Okay.
which means he has to pass a DC 16 saving throw, or the big monster looking at me is stunned until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Sure.
And if
so
he-
it's me.
Sorry,
What's the DC
Con
on this
save.
check, you said?
16.
2 on the first. Okay, I'm not going to bother. He rolled 2 on the first one and failed it, so I'm not going to bother with the other 2.
Okay, well that was a stunning strike. If that one passed,
Fine.
then I would have done a DC. Well, I would have also just because if do the other ones then apply automatically because he can't do a saving throw.
You mean for going prone?
Well, going prone, yes, and being pushed back 50.
Yeah, he wouldn't have any resistance to the effect.
Well, then I want to do that as well. Maybe I can push him into some dwarves.
So you're pushing him over here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Okay, that's fine. No problem.
Sorry, I just forgot to do that the last round. I
Uh-huh.
got to remember when the flurry of blows works. Now that I know, I don't have to pay for those.
It's all good. Okay, so Shrimp and Slotty, that is your turn. It was quite a devastating offense that the 2 of you waged there.
Oh.
Guard's turn. The Remoras is going to deal damage to all its comrades around it at the start of its turn, which is going to severely injure those 3 dwarves closest to it. That one by Razgor is dead. Okay, the one closest to Shrimp, having just seen the devastation that you wrought on his comrades, going to take 2 swings at you with its axe to try and see if it can do anything. Natural 20 on the first hit, and a 12 on the second one, which is not good enough. Where are my d8s at? It's... Oh, that's not so bad. 18 points of damage as it slams the axe into you, which is going to be 2 concentration checks from you, sir, for your 2 concentration spells.
Yeah, you are correct. What was the concentration check? It was
D20 plus
half
con.
the damage or D, right? Or 10?
Yep. Yeah, so you have to pass 18. Or, yeah, half the damage or 10. So, sorry, yeah. So it'll be 10s in this particular case.
Okay.
So, first spell is...
That's 4 plus... Wait, but what was it plus? My spellcasting modifier, right?
Plus your Constitution modifier. It's a Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. Okay, so yeah, that's one fail. First one...
So your first spell you cast was...
Oh,
Slotty.
yeah, it's there was Slotty, and the second spell was Haste, but since the target who cast Haste no longer exists,
Yeah, you just go...
both my spells fail. Okay.
Slotty pops
Oh,
out of
but
it
at least they did injured.
with a surprise like, what? And just like, gone.
Mhm.
Like, off Kelly Slotty like brethren, what the actual hell just happened? Okay. So that's 18 points of damage to you. These guys are gonna run in to try and fill the breach here against Cleef. You. Okay, Shrimpy. Another attacks against you from the second dwarf that's moved in. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and a 16. Okay, so that's a miss. Alrighty. Okay, second dwarf hacks at you with his axe in retribution for his slain comrades for 4 points of damage. It's not very retributive of him. Cleef, second one goes against you. Again, they're just trying their best to like plug this hole where this never-ending stream of people seem to be entering from, but this one just rolled god awful and just ineffectually attacks you as you nimbly dodge aside. These guys are going to step the hell away from the angry half-orc. And they don't know that. They just know you're half a man. These guys are just basically going to spread out, and they're all going to fire their crossbows at you, Razgor. So it's 5 from the side.
Doesn't he have
3
like cover from being under the corpse of?
Technically, they have disadvantage because Razgor is still prone from being.
I was gonna, since
What
I'm
you call it?
flying, do I get knocked prone?
Yes.
If he's,
Okay.
Think of it as
he's
getting
flying and he's
knocked out of
inside
the
the
sky.
thing, is there just a hovering dead Remora?
Pretty much. I am your father. Razgor, what's the AC on that orc boy of yours?
Oh, just a measly 23.
That's good because you can hit 3 times. Also, one of them is a natural 20. Okay. So,
Ow.
oh hell! The crit is not too bad. It's 14 points of damage, and the other two do 7 and 5 points of damage respectively.
So, 14, 19, 26.
Yep. As they slam some crossbows into you, sir. These ones are also going to start moving forward, and they're going to form a shield wall as you see them basically sling their crossbows and take out shields, axes, lock them together, and you hear a dwarf voice shouting behind them, and the ground start trembling. These 3 guys over here are going to run the hell away from the burning remoras, because holy shit, that's hot. So they don't get burnt. This one's going to move around to come and engage you in melee, Razgor. And this mighty fine boy is just going to come over here to come and gnibble you.
Stunned.
Oh,
I was gonna say
balls.
he's still stunned. He can't do jack.
Ah, I forgot about that. Thank you. You're very lucky. Okay, so this boy's just going to run over to engage you, which means this guy's just going to run there to engage you. Let's do that. Okay, Razgor, you're still prone, so they have advantage on their melee attacks against you.
Oh no!
Oh no! 5 and 15, so neither of them hits. Okay.
Quick question. Apologies for interrupting. Does Dispel Magic work against things like Wild Shape? And so
No.
No. Okay, I didn't think so. I just wanted to.
Not
check.
Wild Shape. It works against Polymorph, like an actual other spell, but no, Wild
Yeah.
Shape itself is not a...
Okay, cool. No, I was just curious.
No, it's all good. Okay, that's going to be the cards.
There's an actual druid spell that does do that, though. I
Yeah.
think it's higher level.
Yep, allows you to turn dragons and stuff. Brian! Your turn! Bunch of dwarves are trying to plug the entrance you guys are assaulting.
Filthy.
Wow. Racist.
These filthy creatures, they killed a companion of mine. The dwarf fighter here that's directly in front of me, I take aim and cursing it, I I
Oh,
did 10 hit points. I'm
didn't you-
already on full hit
I was going to
points.
say, didn't you kill the Remoras?
Yeah, so Hexblade's Curse is going to jump to him. So, and I'm going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at him.
I think you can only move your normal Hex to him, not the Hexblade's Curse. Hex and Hexblade's Curse, two separate things.
Yeah, okay,
Hex is
well,
the spell
that's a
we can-
bonus action, so
Yeah, Hex, that
then
one.
I
yeah.
will cast Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. Yeah, Hexblade's Curse and Hex are two separate. One's a class ability, one's a spell.
It's 13 and 7, that's 20. 10 and 7 is 17, so that's 20. That's 20 and 17.
That's both hits. Roll your damages.
It's 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 3 is 14, and
Good
1
lord.
plus 4 is 5, plus 3 is 8.
Okay, like, not only do you, like, punch the arrow, like, straight through his helmet into his eye slit, his entire head just detonates from the infusion of the strike that you did with your magic. Like, he just, like, drops headless to the ground. Keith, you're starting to feel a little bit redundant with, like, bodies just falling all around you. Like, there's actually, like, a pile of bodies in the doorway between Shrimp, Brienne, and Razgor. Well, you still have your dagger out looking menacingly. In combat with the same guy for, like, 3 rounds. Okay, Razgor, your turn.
Just a note. Did those crossbowers fire at me with disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh, damn, they still rolled like fire. All right, I'm gonna
A lot
float
of
up.
them, Law of Averages, man. That's why you play orcs. Fire lots of dice.
I'm going to float up to like just have a foot off the ground, and all the
Yeah.
bolts they shot at me just push back out as my wings
Oh?
heal.
Oh?
I'm using my action to lay on hands myself for 35 points.
Oh, shit. Interesting. Okay, so the rest of you guys just see the multiple crossbow bolts that are just sticking out like broken shafts from his armor. Actually, just like this inner green light starts shining in from the holes in the crossbow bolts, and them actually like fall out onto the ground. Plink, plink, plink sounds, and the dripping of his blood cease. And now Razgor looks very angry.
Which one of them crit me, or do I know? Yeah, I'm
That
going
boy
to.
there.
My eyes are gonna burst into flames. I'm gonna shoot my helmet, spectral dragon, at him.
Okay. How many charges are you using?
I can use more than one.
Yeah. Increases the amount of dice you do.
Fuck this dude. I'll do all 3.
Jesus, okay. So that's what, 2d12? What is it per charge?
2d10.
2d10s. Okay, so you're rolling 6d10 versus that guy in particular.
Well, I gotta roll to hit first.
Yeah, you need to roll to this is true, I'm just saying. I feel kind of bad for that boy. Oh no!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Shit.
Oh, just barely. Okay, so you basically use a charge to fire off this enormous form of the spectral dragon that goes swooping at the dwarf and goes, ah! Drops to the ground and goes overhead and slams into the wall behind him, like cracking the stones open and leaving the steaming crater in the wall behind him. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Look sad.
Yeah, I'll just rotate in the air and look at the guys in melee with me, and my eyes will start glowing a brighter green.
Okay.
That'll be
I'm gonna
it.
go full Gork. Grolden, your turn.
So I'm going to just run down this line of dwarves and try and punch each of them as I go.
Okay, so you run past the first one. Wham! Just like karate chop to the neck kind of thing, or just like puncture kidneys? kind of
Yeah,
thing?
pretty much. Oh, okay, that one misses. I'll punch him again.
Okay. You run past the first one, but you like slide on a bit of blood from from one of the others.
Yes, but thankfully I hit the second time.
Okay. Wham! Open palm straight to the kidneys. You guys actually hear something crack.
For a whopping 6 points of damage.
It's enough because you damaged him previously, and he took damage from the Remoras, so he goes down. Okay, first one goes down. Speeding up behind the next dwarf, who's just in the just heard his comrade go down. Goes, huh? Turns around behind him. All
Yep.
focused on
I'm just
Razgor.
gonna punch 3 times and then spread them out across the 2 of them.
Go for it.
Oh, natural
Oh
20.
my god. Okay, so roll all your dice doubled against that guy.
Okay, so only 2 hit really.
fine. Okay,
Oh,
so
actually,
roll
no,
your-
the third one hits because it's 16, so yeah, that would
We've been in it,
9
yes.
plus 4, 30. Yeah, that will 3 hit.
Okay, so do the natural 20 first, because that might just be enough to obliterate this poor man from existence.
16.
16 hit points is exactly enough to kill him if he has at full HP, and he is not at full HP. As you jump up, swirling kick, and you just like slam your heel in a backward stroke as you go past him into his stomach, and you guys can actually hear Armorling shatter as he just crumples to the ground, dead.
The next
Third
one,
one.
the next two do a total of 6 and then 13.
Okay, again, more than enough. This guy, legs out, kick him out from under him. As he falls to the ground, he just elbow drops straight onto his neck, and you can just hear the crack, followed by the gurgling sound as you leave him on the ground to asphyxiate and drown.
I then turn around and finger guns at the monster, which I'm going to now attack on my next round, and suddenly a fireball shoots out of my fingers. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Okay. Okay, DC on your
Right.
key abilities is what? 15?
16.
Okay. You guys just see Gralden try and do finger guns with his like stubby elephant paws, like fingers, hands. I don't even know really what you would refer to them as.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
With his elephant fingers, his appendages, and you see a little bead of red fire go flickering out, go flicker through the air, land on top of the creature, and then detonate with a concussive blast. What is the range on Fireball?
That's a good question. I don't actually know.
Isn't it 30 feet?
Hold on, I believe it is.
Wait, fireball?
Fireball, yes.
20 foot
yeah,
radius. So its total area of effect is 60 feet.
20-foot sphere.
Oh,
20 foot
Um,
radius, 86.
Wow, I'm
Okay.
hoping that I'm on the edge of that and not in the midst of that.
That's like four squares, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
only
like
gonna hit the Remora.
one.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
fine.
only gonna hit the. Yeah, it's like 4 in every direction from the same point. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, it might, if 1, 2, 3, it'll hit the dwarves in front of Rascor too.
Well, good news is Remora's is immune to
diagonal.
fire, so it takes literally no damage.
Ow,
It's immunity to fire.
that makes me very
However,
sad.
this dwarf is not immune to fire. Roll your 86.
My 33 points of damage make me sad that the Remora doesn't get any of it.
I mean, it bleeds literal fire and is hot enough to scald the earth when near
Yeah,
it.
but there's also a concussive aspect to a giant explosion.
Well, good news. Razgor, you just hear a crack boom, and as you turn around, it's just in time to get splattered by the cooked remains of this dwarf next to you as he just gets... literally, he gets sent to a temperature high enough to cause his internal juices to just combust and pop him like a water balloon. Okay, so that is a very explosive climax from Gralden there. Just... Gralden, is it an action or a bonus action to activate your...
Bonus action.
I think you Flurry of Blows, you can't Fireball same turn, right? Because it's bonus action.
Oh, I'm happy to take it. I'm happy to take it back then.
No,
to be
I'm
honest.
just
I don't
fine. Just
mind.
for future.
Fireball
It's
goes
new.
back
No,
up
it's a
his
good-
finger.
It's good to know. I forgot about that. You're right.
No problems. It's new stuff, so it's all good. Alright, so that's Gralden done. Next in the initiative, we got who?
Cleve's gonna
Keith!
try.
It's
Cleve's
still
gonna try and
getting
stab
your ass.
someone.
Okay. Keith's trying to be cute so far, but it just hasn't
Yay!
been working out for him. That's the hit.
And because he's in range, that's
Minus
a
5
sneak
should have.
attack.
Yes. Keith's had a bad time so far.
So that is 27 damage.
Oh yeah, like you just like look at them, faint, and he like brings up his axe to try and block the strike, and you just like flip it over and just slam it
And then
directly
the
into the
dwarf
neck.
next to
joint.
him
He
is
steps
gonna
backwards.
take 9 fire damage as the fire leaps into him.
Jeez. What? That is insane.
I
Okay,
read
so this
Replay
boy
Blade wrong. It's
drops like a rock.
your spellcasting ability modifier plus a D8 leap damage.
Ah. Good man. Okay, so that has cleared the passageway, leaving you in a room that has got far less guards. However, you do see at the far end of it, Shrimp and Cleef, there are some dwarves that appear to have been forming a shield line on that side for some
Then I'm
reason.
gonna move in and try and take cover behind this pillar.
Okay, sounds good. Righto, that's going to be the next person up after Cleef, which is who?
Me.
Shrimp.
Hello.
Do your thing. What is
So I can see the shield wall from over here, right?
That is correct, sir.
And I would like for this inner guy to make a wisdom saving throw as I cast Crown of Madness on him.
Oh shit. That's a 3.
Amazing. He's charmed.
Okay, so you see this jagged purple crown of thorns embed itself in the skull of the middle dwarf. What does he do?
Yeah, the charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach. On your subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell ends. Also, the target can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of his turns.
Okay.
And I designate the guy to his left.
Okay, so on his turn he's going to... Does he do it immediately or does he only do it on his next turn?
It has its turns, yes.
Okay, so on his turn he's going to do that. Alrighty, anything else you're doing?
No, because I don't think I have any bonus actions available.
Okay, Gar's turn. Remoros, does he get his save at beginning or end of his turn? Or is he just passed now because of your turn and it's already passed? No?
Yeah, he's passed. Yeah, it's only until the end of the beginning of my next turn that he's stunned.
Okay, that's really strong. This dwarf's gonna run over here because he can connect causality and realizes that if somebody's hiding behind the pillar to try and engage you in combat. These ones are going to step over here and stay the hell away from that angry-ass Razgor because they ignore going near glowing green orc. This one is going to, like, look at you, Gralden, look at the pile of its friends, and decide, screw that noise. It's gonna try and book it. He ain't got... He's terrified. He's not going to try and fight you.
As he runs past Shrimp.
If Shrimp wants to take his opportunity attack,
Trip
he
him
can
up.
certainly take.
Well, I suppose I have no other reactions I wish to take, so I shall try to make an attack with my quarterstaff.
Campaign first!
Campaign
Campaign first attack with my quarterstaff, and I rolled a 3 and misses horribly.
I
want to ask, is Shrimp still in his thought form?
I was gonna say, like, you guys just see the flink cloud, like, materialize a stick and, like, awkwardly slap at the guy.
Slap
as he
because
runs
of a
past.
playful slap on the ass.
It's awkward for everybody involved. Okay, so, Grolden, on your turn, this Remoraz is going to come over here and attempt to take a little bit of a nibble at you because, holy crap, you beat the shit out of it.
That's not very friendly.
I mean, to be fair, you nearly killed the damn thing. What's your AC?
18.
Ooh, okay, finally. It manages to connect with and hit. Okay, so let's us roll some damages. That is freaking terrible. You take 13 points of piercing damage
Okay.
as it takes a gentle nibble on you. And then you take another... Oh, of course, I'm gonna roll like almost max damage on the fire, which is pointless because it's halved. And then you take 7 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Alrighty, and it is too small to swallow. That is fine. Okay, so this dwarf is going to swing at you, Razgor, floating in the air menacingly in front of it. It's going to, like, try to hack you down to size. With a mighty 4. These two are both going to take some attacks against you, Cleaferoni. Jesus Christ. 10, 8, natural 20. Okay. Cleafy boy. Crit hit does a grand total of double dice, 10 points of
half
damage.
it.
2, 5. Okay, these three. Whoops. These three are going to take their shots at Grolden.
Once charmed.
But didn't they lock shields and stuff?
Hold on. This guy's going to hack at his friends. Natural
Yay.
20. The guy on his left. And just like... His friend is like completely focused on like keeping the shield up and like watching what's going on inside and watching like hordes and hordes of his comrades be butchered by this invasion force. And then he doesn't notice his friend just casually waves axe, heft it, swing it around, and where's my D8? Dice. He rolled a 6 and a 7, which is 13 with a +3 modifier. That is exactly the amount of damage he needs to kill his friend. And he just like beheads his friend from behind. Like, just chops his head right off, and the guy behind is like, it's like, what the hell's going on in Dwarvish? And then like turns around with this feverish gleam in his eye and starts cackling while foam runs into his beard. This guy, seeing his friend going absolutely mad, is going to try and put down the clearly possessed dwarf. Roll a 4, so that's not enough to hit, and a 3, which is also not enough to hit, and is now locked in combat with his possessed comrade. Okay. These guys have attacked, this guy's attacked, these guys have attacked, this guy's attacked. Okay, that's everybody on their turn. But Ian, your turn.
The dwarf that's coming towards me, it's...
Yeah, he's just like hauling ass to try and get past.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm putting 2 crossbow... I'm gonna try and put 2 crossbow bolts.
Okay. Just like thunk thunk.
Yeah.
Okay. That's mean.
Okay, that's 5 plus 1 is 6. Plus 7 is 13, so that's a miss.
Miss.
And the other one is 16 plus 7 is 23
Hit.
plus 2 is...
Okay. Roll them damages, sir.
Oh, God. It's 1 plus 4 is 5 points of damage.
Okay, you slam a crossbow bolt on him, half spinning him around, but he manages to keep his feet and he continues running. Try and get the hell away from the slaughter that you guys are enacting down here. Anything else, Brian, or is that you? Razgor.
No, that's me. For now.
I just looked down at the dwarf that came to fight me. You've chosen your death, and it's a good death.
Talking a lot of shit for somebody who's been getting their ass kicked this fight.
It's all about confidence. Fuck you. Actually, that might still hit. 6 plus 8. No, that's 14. And 20
That
something.
one would be a hit. Yeah. Okay, that's a hit. Roll the damages, sir.
The 8. 5. Now, do you have
who's
to?
closest?
Do you have to declare smite before you
No.
swing?
No,
You do
it's
it after you
you
damage.
Yeah. That's why you can wait until you crit and use it.
Oh god damn it! That's not even worth throwing a smite at. That's just 6 damage.
You hack into him, and he spits blood into your face and laughs at you. You see, the dice gods frown on people who
It's like
talk
the
a lot of
point
shit.
in like movies where the hero's battling the villain and the villain's about to kill him, but then the hero catches the blade and turns the fight around.
This is basically exactly what's happening. Like, every eye in the room is on that dwarf now at this point. Anything else from you, Rescore?
Bitch, cut me monologuing.
Geralden.
No, that's
What is Geralden doing?
I'm gonna punch things, to be honest.
Okay.
I know it's not the most exciting, but it's like
I mean,
the
it seems to have worked
creativity.
out for you so far.
So first, I will punch the thing twice.
Sorry, everybody just put their health totals for me in chat so long.
24
Okay.
and 20.
Okay, both of those are definite hits, sir. Roll your damages.
Okay, he can do 2 DC 16 cons to see if he's stunned.
Jesus Christ. Okay, come on, you have con as an actual proficiency. You can do this. I believe in you. 14 plus 5. 19. Okay, both of them succeed.
Damn.
What is the damage on
The
those hits,
first
sir?
does 11, and the other one does
Sorry, how much was that second one? 11 plus?
6.
Plus 6. Okay, that is actually enough to drop this thing. As you finally hit it hard enough to actually cause enough internal damage for it to collapse. And you guys see both of the Moors now slowly changing back into their dwarf forms. Their bodies ravaged by this transformation and the blows dealt by you to them.
Because that hurt, I'm also going to use
I was gonna say,
Pillars
you
of
also-
body to get some more health, because that
was gonna
additional
say-
10 hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get 10 damage as well from the fire damage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use wholeness of body to get 24 back.
Is that a bonus action or what is that?
As an action.
Ah, next turn then.
Oh yes,
You
okay,
back
cool,
into
that's
attack.
fine.
Action economy, man. Action economy. Okay. So, it's going to be Geralden, which means we're on Cleef.
Cleave gone.
Cleef, you could be
Cleave's
very
gone
angry
stab one
dwarves.
of these dwarfs. Do either of them look like they've taken any damage yet? they're both intact.
These guys are pretty fresh for the most part.
This one then.
Yep, one right in
Good
front of
old
you.
green
You
flame
decide to
blade.
cleave him.
That's a hit. This is not a sneak attack.
Need to tag team them with Grasgore.
So that is 13 damage.
Damn!
And
Okay.
his
So
friend
you stab him. Big.
is gonna take 7 damage.
Good lord. Okay, so you stab into his friend, he staggers backwards, and just barely manages to block the next swing to stop him from dying, and his friend is like kind of surprised by this fire bouncing from one to the other to singe and engulf and burn. Okay, anything else? Or is Cleave done?
Cleave good.
Cleave good. Shoot him!
Hello. I maintain Crown of Madness, and that's it, because that's how Crown of Madness works for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I must use my action to maintain the control over the target on spell ends. Kind of
Okay.
weak spell now that I think of it. Oh well.
Guard.
Well, it depends on what you control, whether it's worth it or not.
Okay, this guy's just gonna.
Isn't that going to provoke an attack of opportunity for me?
Indeed.
Brilliant. Warcaster, Eldritch Blast, 2 blast.
Okay, so you just blast his ass. Okay, all your 2 hits. Wow, Briannon's really mad at these dwarves for some reason.
That's 13. 13
That's
plus
okay.
7 is 20, and 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 4 is 15, so that's it.
Just barely misses. Other one? Roll them damages, sir.
It's 3
See,
points.
the dice gods frown on killing people who have surrendered. 3 points of damage, so that's like
Yeah.
6 in total to him by now.
He isn't
Yeah.
technically surrender. He's just tactically
Fleeing for
retreating.
his life.
He's going to get some
Okay.
backup.
Guard's turn. This poor guy is going to disappear off into the tunnel.
His back up is melted to the floor.
Yep.
Oh, you see him popping out of the hole outside, just bursting into flames.
Oh, fuck yes, I forgot about that. The Greek fire starts outside. Boy, is he going to have a bad day.
This is fine.
These guys are actually going to fall back. I don't know if they've
The
noticed that
crowd
their
of
friend
madness
is crazy
to
yet.
opportunity.
Hold on, we'll be there in a moment. We'll be there in a second. So, Crown of Madness boy is going to first off take his 2 attacks against his mate next to him. 2 and a 12 plus 3 is 15. So not enough to hit. Swing, and a miss from him, unfortunately. However, he does get his opportunity attack. Somebody runs past him. He's a hostile creature to everybody now. It's also a miss, unfortunately. And, okay, so these 2 are still embroiled in combat, and these guys are kind of like, what the hell's going on here? And they like run up, and these 2 are also both going to basically they're just going to surround him and hack him down. He's clearly possessed by some alien magic. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I'm not even gonna bother rolling after that roll. He dead. Letty, your target gets hacked apart by the other 3 dwarves, as 2 of them roll natural 20s and proceed to carve this poor boy into dog meat as you
They
feel your
carved their
rolling.
initials into his corpse.
And having done so,
Oh.
they're all gonna unsling their shields, and they're gonna take their place on the shield wall here to try and keep you boys out. Okay, these 2 guys are both going to try and put you down, Cleave. It's the last couple of attacks from them. Ooh, wow, that's not good. 19 to
Yes.
hit? 17?
I have AC of 17.
So 2. Oh, never mind, I rolled poorly. First one is 4 points of damage, and second one 12 points of damage.
Half the 12.
Okay. Yeah, those guys are on the shield wall, and this one's going to try and do his anime moment and turn it around on you, Razgul. Oh, damn. A 2 and an 11. It's not going to cut it. As he does not get his anime moment where he would totally kick the crap out of this orc. Okay, that's going to be all the enemies, which is going to put us back at the top of the initiative order, which is Brienne.
I can't see the dwarf that's run down the tunnel at all, hey.
I mean, you could follow him if you want to.
No, thank you. Move forward to there, and do I have a clear shot on any of these
Yeah.
dwarves?
So swirling melee on all of them, but yeah, you can definitely take a shot at them. If you go a little bit forward, you have a clear shot on this one as well.
I just realized Douglas had fish in it.
Douglas.
There we go. Shall do that, and there, clear shot on him. Clear shot on him. Clear shot on him. I'm gonna take a shot at this dwarf over here.
Okay. Two crossbow bolts. Chunk, chunk.
Yeah, 2 crossbow bolts on this.
Gonna
dwarf.
try and help out Mr. Cleef.
Yes. It's 12 and 7 is 8
Okay.
and 7 is 15 plus 1 is 16, so both hit.
Both of them connect. Roll the damages on that guy.
It's 3 plus 4 is 7. That's 14.
14. Thunk, thunk is enough to drop this guy to the ground. As Cleef, you get some very welcome relief as Brienne wings the dwarf next to you and makes him some pretty new feathery decorations on his forehead. Razgor, make a perception check for me.
Oh no. Where's
Oh,
my
yes.
dice? No bless. That's a skill check. It's a 16 plus perception plus
That's
2,
enough.
18.
18, you hear very faintly in the distance what sounds to be dwarven chanting coming from the room behind where they've got the shield wall.
But not the shield wall.
Not the shield wall themselves, no. They're just kind of like nervously looking into the room and holding their positions currently, braced for the inevitable counterattack from you as they watch their lost comrades with dread in their eyes getting slaughtered.
How high is the ceiling in that
in
area?
here?
Because I'm
About 25 feet.
and no, but where the dwarves are on the shield wall, because I'm assuming that the stairs go down, but the ceiling stays
yeah.
the same height. Or does that ceiling
Yeah.
slope as well?
No, the ceiling stays the same height.
So it would be higher where they are than where we are.
Technically, yes.
Okay, so if it's about 30, 35 feet, okay, awesome. Then Razgor and I can just fly over their heads.
Yep.
Well, they don't. It's not like they can really fly up to stop you.
No, no.
Stag
But,
the dwarves.
but I'm just thinking, that 30 foot will be
Okay.
handy if there's more of those worm things for me.
Briam, you done, right? Razgor,
Yeah.
your turn. Anime moment failed for this boy. Can you put him down this round? That's the question.
I say, get crumped already. That is 13 plus 8 and 20 plus 8.
That's both hits. And all them damages, boy.
Gonna be 2d8. 9 plus 10, 19 damage.
Finally, you managed to get a clean hit.
It's
in
only
as
my
the dwarf-
second turn attacking him.
So you finally managed to get the single unnamed dwarven guard that has given his life for his clan to hold his berserker-clad in armor from slaughtering everything he holds dear. You cleave him in twain, splitting him with a mighty blow that cracks the stones beneath his feet. As you see the two halves fall to either side of him, steaming. Is there anything else you would like to do after your massive overkill, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to take off flying. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Well, I'm flying upwards too, so 60 is probably more like there,
Yeah.
counting the diagonal.
As you get closer, you start hearing the chanting get louder.
Can I see anybody in the flanks back here?
Past them, in the distance, you see two dwarves guarding an enormous stone door that is currently standing slightly ajar. And in the middle of the chamber, you see another of these enormous remoras that is slowly making its way towards you, much, much larger than the previous ones you fought. And this one covered in scars and injuries. All of them looking like they've recently been healed, crisscrossed with these grey veins running across its body.
Could cast. No, I'll just, I'll stop there.
Okay, is that going to be Razgor's turn? Right. Kill Grolden.
You know, Armor of Agathis is not concentration, so I'll cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
The hell would you get that?
You get it for free with Paladin of
Cool.
Conquest.
That's awesome.
I'm just going to pelt full scale across the room. Sorry.
Okay, so you just haul ass up towards where these guys are basically holding the line, and you see behind them the glow of another one of these Moras. This one, when you see it around the corner and it sees you, there's a look of recognition in its beady little eyes. It stares at it.
Oh,
This
really?
is more than likely the one you guys fought the prior time as well.
I don't recognize it at all.
You don't recognize it at all, but it recognizes you.
I'm like, are you someone I should have remembered? I'm so sorry.
About 6 intelligence. Anything else, Grolden, or is that you?
No, that's literally me.
You now also hear the dwarven chanting coming from the room beyond. Sounds suspicious. Cleef, your
He's
turn.
going to attempt to finish up this guy.
Go, Cleef, go! I believe in you. Oh, so close. Whew.
That's 9.
9 points of damage is enough after the 7 you took earlier from the booming blade to drop this guy. Because 9 plus 7 is 16.
And then Cleef's going to
Okay.
slide into the door. 1, 2,
Okay. So you all are hearing, as you guys approach through this door, you are hearing this chanting coming from somewhere in the chamber. Deeper into the chamber. It comes echoing up out of the room beyond.
bonus action.
Golden Cleef. Shrimpy, your turn.
Hello. So I move here, trying to get closer to the sound. So I hear the here. I see the more. I assume it's the voice is coming from deeper in, correct?
Correct. Yes, correct.
Okay, but I see this one, and I shall cast Insinuation on it.
ID insinuation. Alrighty. DC's
16 Wisdom.
wow. 7.
It is incapacitated.
God damn it! It can't maintain concentration if it's in. As stated, so the Remora flickers and then starts retracting, and in its place is a unconscious dwarf lying on the ground,
Oh, I'm gonna punch that dwarf so hard.
covered in scars, looks half drowned, throat swollen, and just currently unconscious because brain buggery. Anything
How many
else
days-
you're doing?
Nope, that's it.
Hmm?
How many days has it been since the last attack?
A little bit less than a week. Okay. Shouldn't be done. Guard's done. These guys are kind of like gonna stand here holding their ground and then look behind them and they notice that this guy's there's no more monster backing them up. And then they're all just like slowly gonna start backing away and like trying to maintain their like shield wall. But they're just like, oh no, not like this. Okay, so that's gonna be their action for the turn. This guy, does he get a save or anything, Lenny, or is he just down for the count?
Insinuation at the end of each of its turns, so it loses
Yeah,
its
passes.
turn.
doesn't
It
matter
takes
for all
1d12 psychic damage, and then it can make another wisdom saving.
Okay, well, roll your d12 psychic damage because it rolled an 8.
Okay, well, it takes the damage first. Where are my d8s? There's a d8. No, not d8, d12. What the hell am I talking about? Sorry about it. Only 3 points.
3 points of damage, okay, but it's still dead and, well, unconscious and on the ground.
It is still
Okay.
unconscious.
You hear shouting in Dwarvish coming from deeper in the room, but, luckily none of you speak Dwarvish, so that's fine. Alright, so that's going to be the guard's turn. Shit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to...
It was Fane spoke doors, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, okay, the guards are actually just gonna break and they're gonna run. Like, with the sheer amount of damage you guys did to everything in there and the fact that their big monster guy has just been broken, they're just going to scatter and start running away.
Dude, they don't even know about the dozen guys who killed outside.
They don't even know about that. They just feel like you guys just cleared a room. Like, you just cleared, like, a good complement of the fortress's guards out in one fight. So they start running like hell, and you hear more shouting coming from behind. Brian, your turn.
I'm gonna move forward. 60 feet will get me there with my fly speed.
Yep.
Can I sort of tell from which direction this chanting is coming from? Straight ahead or off to the side? Or
Perception! As you attempt to listen closely.
Perception is wisdom. Hey.
Believe so. You should have a perception skill on your sheet.
Yeah, sorry. Perception is so total of 13.
It seems to be coming from further down the corridor, like deeper into the room.
Okay.
You see at the end of it, there's two dwarves currently standing guard in front of a stone door that are standing ajar. And it looks like the chanting is echoing up from in there.
Okay. From where I am, can I see the unconscious dwarf?
Oh yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you're
I'm
flying
going-
still. See him.
Yeah, I'm still flying. I am going to hit it with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, it's disadvantage because he's on the ground
Yeah.
versus a prone target. But yeah, it's not like he's going to try and dodge. Actually, no, if you're incapacitated.
I think it just hits.
Yeah, cannot take actions or reactions. Okay, so you just attack with disadvantage.
If you're in melee, it's auto crit, ain't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
melee.
Okay, so for the first attack, let's roll.
Yep.
Oh, damn, that would have been a natural 20 versus an 18. That's just so unfair. Okay, so the first I'm going to roll for the second one.
Okay.
Okay, 6 and 7 is 13. Plus. Yeah, 15 to hit on the second one. So that's
Okay.
was the second attack also a hit or not?
No, 15 is a little bit too low.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, never mind.
Okay. Remember, we're still wearing
Another-
armor. Still to defeat the
Another
actual
3
armor.
points of another 3 points of damage. Yeah, but you know
Yeah.
they don't have dexterity and stuff to make their armor more armory.
Okay, Brienne's turn done, which is going to make us at Rasgor.
I'm gonna do fly 60. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
To here.
Yeah.
Do I see?
Next to the unconscious dwarf, yeah.
Do I see old chanter dude?
You didn't see any old chanter dude, but you do see two dwarves holding their position in front of the door, yelling at the comrades that are currently running away. See, there is anger and also some fear on their faces.
Are they
Are you
also
trying to get them to become
grayish dwarves or normal?
No, these are just normal dwarves.
So I'm gonna use my menacing. It's something, orc thing,
Yeah.
to move on for my bonus action up to here.
Mm-hmm.
That should be 50.
Yeah.
So see these two dudes.
Yep. They're still holding the door.
So
The chanting
I
is much louder now.
can get there, and I'm gonna swing on him.
Okay, so you go and you just ignore the unconscious dwarf. Okay.
Yeah, he's not putting up a fight. I don't
Okay.
recognize him from the last fight I wasn't here.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
So that's
You
18,
hit.
22 plus 8, and 16 plus
Yep.
8, 20 something.
Good. Roll your damage, sir.
That is 13.
13 points damage. Okay, as you bring up your axe to hit him, he actually blocks it partially. You counter, almost rip the weapon out of his hands, and then swing it on the backswing, and you actually slam it into him. He staggers backwards, bleeding against the door, almost kicking it shut. You do not see any visible handle or anything on this door, and you see the other one seeing that happen, immediately turn to it like he's going to rush over to try and push it shut now that you're rushing.
That's all my
Anything else you
actions.
It's all your actions?
Yep.
Grolin, your turn.
Well, hopefully my eagle eye is noticing that I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to sprint by, punch this man multiple times while he's down, and then carry on sprinting towards.
Tell you what, make an attack if it's wait, it's melee, so it's automatic crit. So let's just say you coup de grace him while he's on the ground. It's not like he can defend himself.
I just come down with one forward somersault heel slam into his face, and then carry on running.
Yeah, you just cave his head
Yeah,
in. It's now a concave where his head is, as you just run past. Like the stampeding elephant truly is one of the most terrifying creatures in the underground. Okay, so Golden just carries ass past him. Okay. Next person on the initiative order, we've got Gralden, and we got Keith.
So if I use my action and movement to dash, I can get to here. Can I see through the door?
It's like it just
Can I-
open a crack. Like it literally just needs to be pushed
Can I
on
see
to
through
shut
the
it.
crack though?
You see a dim purplish light coming
Cool,
from
I misty step
downstairs,
through the
and you
door.
hear the chanting intensify. Why are you always gonna make me open up two maps at the same time, bro? Why you gotta do that? Hold on. Wow, you guys completely bypassed that one fight. There you go, Hippo. You can make that bigger. Wait, what? Why is the other one on the table
Oh
now?
no.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no! What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Who touched my table? I'll kill you! Okay. There you go.
His way in.
You're coming in on this side, on the what you call it at the top. There's stairs at the top, and you can see the room is lit in pale purple glow. And why you gotta be like that, bro? On the ground. Damn it! I'm gonna have to do like split stuff. Okay, so as you enter the room, first off, it's an enormous purple, very dilapidated. What looks to be a dwarven temple of some kind that has fallen into disuse and that looks like they've just recently excavated. You can actually still see dusts and hammer blows from pickaxes where they've cleared away rubble into this area scattered around you. And on the ground in front of you, you see a dwarf that is wearing the remains of very fine robes that has been hacked at with the battle axes. And it looks like he got left here as they rushed out of this room to go and reinforce the exterior when you guys attacked. And he's on the ground busy bleeding out, and he's like gasping and trying to speak to you. And he's like, Unkarek, Unaya! And he's like just trying to speak to you, but you know, if only somebody spoke Gorman, you know. If only. And he's like desperately like holding onto his wounds, and he's like gesturing at to the interior of the room that you're coming in through. And as you look down, you see there is a enormous ritual circle that has been laid out, and scattered around the rim of the circle, you see dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of different items. You see cloaks, brooches, bracelets, weapons, shields, armor, circlets, anything you can imagine. All of them glinting now with a purple glow, scattered in a circle around this thing that appears to be powering it. And you can see, like, slowly, one by one, these items are losing their luster, and the energy is siphoning into the circle, after which the item just crumples into dust. And it's like this very small, low, gradual process. And in the middle of it, you see a dwarf tied up, stripped down to his pants, like his shirt's ripped off, and he looks like he has been beaten. He looks very bloody, his beard has been shaved off, and his whole chest has been inscribed with tattoos of an arcane nature, running all the way down past his stomach to his pants. And he is bound, lying in the middle of the circle. And standing over him, you see several dwarves standing in a circle around it, busy chanting this chant that you have been hearing this entire time. So let me just grab this guy, and I need this guy. Okay, you guys can come here. Is that board locked, eh?
Yes.
I have locked the board.
Fantastic. So this boy is tied up over here. This guy is standing over there. And I will describe them in a moment. Need some of these boys as well. Let me just go to my encounter chart, see how many boys we've got.
I really thought you were going to say you saw his chest was waxed. No, the ultimate insult.
Wow. That is kind of disgusting. So it's going to be 5 dwarves in total standing around here. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this one has. Yeah, all of them standing around your chanting, Hippo. And the first thing you notice is the one leading the chants is a dwarf wearing a hooded robe, and you can see from beneath this robe there are countless tentacles that wreathe, almost with a mind of their own, almost like he's underwater and his kelp swirling with the tides, just moving around slowly, almost unconsciously, like it's not even directing them. And you can see also from beneath these robes themselves, these tentacles swirling about. And he has a dagger in each hand, and you can see them raised above him in supplication as he is busy chanting this arcane rite that it seems to be powered by the items scattered around the circle, with the king in the middle of it. Around him, you see dwarves in heavy robes, also chanting, all of them heads bowed. And I need you to make a stealth check for me, Mr. Misty Step, to see if any of them notice you.
With advantage?
While you're doing it. With advantages. Still within the time period.
19.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, they're still engrossed in the chanting, and none of them have actually noticed you as of yet. So that's all your movement, right?
Yes.
And all your actions to get in there. Okay. Cleve Shrimp, your turn.
Yeah, hello. I am all the way behind here, so I shall. How much can I move, actually? Not
30.
much.
Dash, so 60.
1, 2, 3, 5. So somewhere over here? I can't count for some reason.
Basically here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I dash.
You dare. Okay, fantastic. Okay, guard's turn. These two guys are both going to move in on Razgor to try and keep you away from the... Actually, no. This guy is going to try and make a strength check to try and push the stone door shut to keep the rest of you out. And leave Cleve inside, alone.
Quickly, stick your foot in the door.
Okay, he actually manages to successfully throw down his axe on the ground, just turn around and throw his entire weight against the door, and you guys hear it's like... as he shuts the stone door. Keith, the light from behind you is suddenly shut off, and you are left in the low light of the room ahead of you. There's not even a crack of light coming in from the other side anymore. You're now utterly alone in the room with Eric Trill.
Okay.
This guy, having done that, this is his action for the turn. This guy's just going to spend his 2 attacks, and he's going to attack you to try and keep you away from the ritual side. Good roll, Razgor. 19 plus 3, 22.
Nope.
Nope. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's him. It's his turn. That's all he can do. These guys are going to continue scattering, just running like hell away from you murder machines. Hello? I put you down.
I think we're
Okay.
justice machines. I don't think murder's a bad connotation.
Uh-huh. Okay, Brian, your turn.
I'm just gonna move forward. So that'll get me to there. And no, it's fine. And that's me. Or can I double move?
Yeah, you just can't fire, but you can double.
Just can't what?
Just can't attack.
No, that's fine. Then I will do a double movement to get me to about there so I can see what's happening.
Yeah, you see this door is shut, and these two doors both now accosting Asgore. This one seems to have thrown his weapon on the ground and is just going to try and tackle him by the looks of it. Okay. Razgor, Brian, Razgor's turn.
I just want to sidestep and step on his axe.
Oh, okay. Put down on it, yeah.
And
I like it.
I'm gonna try to finish off this dude.
Sure,
But I've
go for
already
your first
attacked
hit.
first. $16 plus 8.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damages, sir.
Oh, god damn it. That's 6.
That is enough.
Okay, good.
For you to finally hack down this dwarf that has been stubbornly trying to keep you from the door. And you see the other one is now looking with desperation in his eyes as he's looking down at his axe with your foot on it, and at you coming at him after killing his friend.
Let's go. Yep. I attack him too. 15, 23-ish.
Okay, that's a shit ton.
For 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, that's enough to drop this boy like a rock. Leaving you guys, I'm going to take you guys everybody out of initiative order, and then we're going to roll initiative again for the coming combat. So, everybody roll initiative for me, please.
Did we have advantage on this? Still. And bless? No?
No, Blaze doesn't work for initiative. Ah, wonderful. Initiative 6.
18.
10.
13.
Sick. Okay, so top of the initiative order. Anybody 20 to 15?
16.
16?
18.
Anybody higher than that?
18.
Okay, so Shrim's going at the top. Anybody between 18 or just Brienne?
No, just me at 16.
Okay, anybody from 15 to 10?
Me and
13.
How much is that, Razgor?
10.
Okay, so Golden. Cleve, what did you roll? Jesus. What's the advantage? And all the dicks. Wow.
Easy for me.
What was it? 2 1s?
No, I rolled a 5.
Ow.
Okay, so that's going to be their turn. Enemies haven't done anything yet. They don't know you're there.
Cleve will
Okay,
have a higher
so-
dex than me.
Okay, so you guys are now locked outside this door that has been shut in your faces. Just a heavy stone door. Does not have any obvious latches. It has a couple of heavy iron hinges on the right-hand side that seem to be supporting most of the weight. But as far as actual, doorknobs go, or lock and keyholes go, you don't see anything. Shrimp, your turn. You've got a couple of seconds to come up with an idea, and then we pass on to the next person.
Sorry, what?
You're first in initiative. Heavy door in front of you. You have a few seconds to come up with an idea. Also, skip your turn. Go to the next person. What are you doing?
So heavy door, no obvious latches, no nothing like that.
Correct.
Quick nudge doesn't move inwards as well.
No, doesn't move at all. Appears to be thoroughly locked currently.
Okay, I can't misty step through it since I need vision. Okay, I'm just gonna patch for now for some reason now. I have no idea at the moment.
Next person. Brienne.
Are there any sconces or anything on the walls on either side of this door? Anything that could be
Up here by the dais where the chair is, you guys see there are some heavy iron bowl, pedestals with bowls on top with a blue glowing liquid sitting inside of them to provide light to the area.
I'm gonna go ahead there and go and see what's happening there.
Okay, so you're just going to run over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there and then just try and have a look. Does this look like it could be in any way be related to opening that door?
Make an intelligence check for me. While you're doing that, next person, Gralden.
I am a more forward-thinking, a straightforward man, and I'm moving at speed, so I'm just
Natural
going to
20.
carry on moving at speed.
Okay.
And
2 seconds. Brienne?
Start
Yeah. Looks like it's just a way they light the interior area where smoke would be a problem in the enclosed spaces. Okay, so you're just going to run up and mule kick the door.
yes, essentially,
Fine,
I'm
very
going
good.
to start punching the doors.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm not going to have you roll to hit, so just roll damage dice, please, because it's a door and it's enormous. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will have used Flurry of Blows, so hold on.
Okay, so you're going to go full attacks, wham, 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 to do as many hits as possible to this door. What is the hardness of a stone door? It's
Given the number of d6s he's rolling there, I don't think it really matters.
Oh yeah, I'm just double checking quickly. 27 HP.
I think he might have just killed a door.
Yeah.
24, 34,
45
44,
Wow.
45, plus
Okay.
12, so 50,
I'm in fear
57.
of my health on the other side of the door.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. This is why we're in initiative order. Cleve, you're actually after him, so this works out perfectly. Cleve! You hear... Wham! Wham, 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 wham! Followed by
They might know you're there, Cleve.
an explosive... explosive blast as you are just showered in rock behind you, and you see standing in this brighter silhouette of the light outside your locked-on companion with his hands up to his elbows, encased in fire, and the door just absolutely demolished in front of him. This is I'm talking like a good 4-foot thick stone door, that is 10 foot across, that this man is just absolutely shredded with his bare hands to get inside. And in doing so, you have the attention of everybody in the room, and first, I look up at the door to see who has just made this enormous racket and busted in on their posse and their evil chanting, and then they see you, Cleve, standing up there, closest to them. And I'm going to just roll initiative for these bad boys quickly. And then we will get started from there in normal initiative order. But damn, that is going to be an interesting set of dice.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
no.
Thief. I'm here to save you. I've discovered my new joy, which is having a monk that you play like a barbarian.
22, 13, 14. Okay, so one of them is going to be top of the initiative order. Because he's got 22 for his initiative. Actually, I'm just going to move everybody down a little bit. Who rolled a 13? Was that
That was
Galden?
me.
Sorry, that was Grolden.
Okay, so the Mangler goes above here. And then Brienne down. Where's Shrimp? What did I do with Shrimp? There's Shrimp.
What?
Buried him.
Buried him. Damn near killed her. And then,
Who's BBG?
Big bad evil guy.
guy goes here. Okay.
I'm sorry. What? What is that goes before me?
Many things go before you.
Spawn.
Okay, so that's going to be Gralden's turn.
Put the map over on big table.
Yes, I'm going to put the map over on big table. Everybody grab your dice and tokens off the big table, please, so I can yeet the big map on there. As you guys are going to start entering on your subsequent turns. Let me just grab these boys. Copy. Paste. Boom.
Where'd my token go?
Did you grab it?
I did.
Did it not fall through this thing, maybe? There it is.
Thank
I'll
you.
put you on in a second. Okay, so let me just scale. Okay, so sorry guys, a lot of moving about since I have multi-level areas, and we keep flip-flopping between them instead of everybody going in one area or the next. So it's Golden's turn.
Well, if you hadn't pushed the door closed, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Well, they just if they hadn't been traumatized by seeing friends and family slaughtered like animals.
If they hadn't decided to rebel against their king.
These three guys closest to you, put yourself on the table for me there, Mr. Cleef Van Winkle.
Has the map loaded
see a
yet?
map.
I can't actually see anything
It
on
has
the
not.
main board.
You didn't actually put them.
I did. It's there. Maybe just reload
It's
us.
not.
Reload us, Pippo.
Hold on.
Just a quick reload. I think we might have confused tabletop sim because we've been spawning and despawning hundreds of objects.
And I didn't once hear one of these dwarfs ask for parlay.
Well,
So all the-
none of
all
them
they
can
had to
speak
do-
your language. Remember, this is the xenophobic, extremely insular clan. They don't even speak common, most of them.
It's gonna be great when Trashy comes back and we tell him we just murdered his entire clan.
Do you guys see the table now?
Yes.
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 I just realized that they might have been screaming that the entire time we were here.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off these three boys, and then in their place, Hippo, you're gonna see these three dwarf priests rush forward at you at maximum speed to try and get in close. And as they run, you see them shift into these tentacled, moored creatures. Many tentacles, almost like a parrot-like beak set in the middle between a crest of even cluster of tentacles on top of its head. As they just rush forward towards you immediately to try and do some serious damage to you. However, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, none of them are in anything yet. Okay, so those guys are just going to rush ahead for now. They can't do anything else on their turn. Razgor, your turn. As you stand by the busted down door and step inside through the crumbled stone past your elephant companion, having just demolished an architectural wonder that has stood for centuries with his bare hands.
Yeah, I
What would
stare
you
at
like?
Ralden and slowly start putting my purple ram back in my backpack that I was getting out.
Okay, so Razgor, step into the room.
in.
And you see a blue-purple vortex of energy with the king bound in the middle of it, as I described earlier. 2 priests and a high priest with tentacled everything chanting around him. And then you see these 3 snake-like creatures with beaks are rushing towards you currently.
And the orb is up in the air.
You don't see an orb.
I mean,
You
the
just see
big
this-
purple thing.
It's basically like a circle on the ground of magic items that have been laid out, and the interior of the circle is this swirling vortex of purple energy. It looks like the energy is getting siphoned away from all these items: cloaks, brooches, bracelets, swords, armor, shields, like you name it, armor.
So the
Everything.
purple stuff is like flat on the ground.
It's like flat on the ground, like a flat plane. It almost looks like a thin film of oil that has been scattered in the circle.
So how much movement did it take me to get into this
5 feet.
room? 5 feet. So 5, 20, 25, 45, 50, 60. But this is probably gonna bite me. But yeah, I'm gonna use my, I think it's menacing, to move and bonus action move.
You're gonna have to go down the stairs.
I'm flying.
Unless you want to. Oh yeah,
Fine.
forgot about that. Yes. Okay, so you hop down into the vortex.
Yeah, hovering over. I'm not on the ground. I'm floating over the
Okay.
vortex.
All right.
And I'm gonna let out a scream so loud it distorts the air around me.
Yeah.
And I'm using my Divinity, channel Divinity.
Okay.
Everyone within 30 feet of me has a DC 15 will save, or they're scared.
Or they're scared.
They're scared.
Okay, you do that, and you see this wave. Well, Keith, you're the only one in the room. You see this almost invisible wave blast out from Razgor, causing the vortex to swirl, almost like mist on the ground, and dissipate when it goes over the edges of the circle that has been inscribed. And they all just look at you like, okay, so what was that supposed to be? They look to be completely immune to the frightened condition.
Well, that's boners.
Oh no, it's the only thing he could do.
Yeah, I go home.
Rocks fall. Is
Yeah,
there anything else,
that's,
Jupiter?
that's all my actions.
Okay, that is your action. Next up, who is next in the initiative order? The new order. Razgor, Keith. Finally, your turn.
Wow.
You got saved by the timely intervention of your friends.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to be stuck there somewhat longer.
How far away are they? So on to that's many far.
About 50 feet. Which ones you're referring to?
Yeah, the circle.
Oh yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to where Razgor is, 65, 70,
How high up is
75 to as the back.
this area?
It's not that high. It's about 5 foot for the first drop, and then like another 5
So-
foot, and another 5 foot. So it's about
Jump-
15 feet
jump
off the
up.
ground total. Yeah. You
This
can
is-
easily
this is
jump
like-
it.
Imminently backflippable.
Yes, that is correct.
Alright, Cleef's gonna run across the wall, jump, land, and then attempt to slide and disrupt, like slide through the circle and disrupt it.
Okay, and how exactly are you going to try and
By
disrupt?
doing a cool slide on my knees. And just like slide every.
So you're going to basically
Yeah,
try
I'm
and
just gonna
kick the
bulldoze
item.
everything out of the way to try and disrupt the circle.
Okay. Alright, so you just basically, make a dex check for me. Make a organic.
I'll make an organic
Acrobatic
check. Yep, definitely organic.
I was just looking at this thing next to me at the same time. My brain crossfired.
As many times as Cleese have died and come back, he might not be organic anymore.
16.
16. Okay, easy peasy. You slide into the area, kicking away several of the items, and as you do that, you actually see them flare, and the circles start to destabilize and start shaking. Like it's now there's a new random element introduced, and you see it now start swaying backwards and forwards, and the lights are actually starting to boil up like froth and going into the air. And you see several of the priests recoil backwards as if in pain from what you've done this, and the chanting stops. And you now have everybody's full attention. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Bonus action. Nah, that's the good guy. bonus action dash over to here and stab up this guy.
Okay. Make an attack roll for me, please. You roll up on this guy and get ready to shank him.
Ah! That's not good. That's 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hit. As you slam your dagger into him, your dagger gets
Oh
stuck.
dear.
And as it's stuck inside him, you see him slowly transform into this thing. And by the time you actually manage to work your dagger free, in the place of the dwarf, there is a significantly less dwarfish-looking
Oh,
creature
dear.
standing here. Actually, take it. Yo,
Is everything okay at home? You
What?
happy?
what's wrong, buddy?
Right,
You find the most horrifying
he
monster.
takes he takes 11 points of damage. Are there anything in 5 feet, any other enemies within 5 feet of him, or are they too far?
They're gonna be a bit too far
Okay.
away,
He
unfortunately.
takes 11 points of damage.
Okay. It actually looks like you do quite a bit of damage to him when you hit him with the 11 points of damage.
Okay.
It looks like your dagger is particularly effective. This one is also going to slowly start changing into their blessed forms. Okay. So, Cleave's turn, done. Which is going to put us at the top of the initiative order, I believe. Is that everybody?
Maybe being a fast flyer isn't a good thing all the time.
Priest is going to look at you boys and his sacrifice that you've so rudely interrupted. And first thing he's going to do is Razgor.
You are dead.
You see him step forward. Like casually, just roll forward 1 foot. Flickers. And then you feel something tear through you as he walks through you out the other side. And you take... Let's see here. How does that do?
Is he healing me?
You take 19 points of force damage as he just steps through you with his out-of-phase movement. To get behind you. And now that he's behind you, he looks at you, Cleve, and Razgor. You see him point the dagger at you. And then both of you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
With bless.
Yeah, you still have your
Yes.
lessons going.
Come on, don't fuck me good.
10.
Not enough.
Ooh.
23.
That's pass. Remember, you get +4 HIFO, but it's all not going to be enough. Having Razgor close by. I'm going to need a lot of D12s.
No, don't say that.
no.
Oh no.
Razgor, you pass, so you're going to be fine.
Cleve is dead.
Hippo? That's a very
Backflipped
negative
his
thing to
laugh.
say. It's fine. Razgor, you take 17 points of psychic damage.
Ugh.
And you are... Okay, so it only reduces the damage. And Razgor, you find yourself over here
What?
in the wall. Like, inside, like, a separate room. As you just folds reality around you and pushes you away.
You
Cleve,
heard I
take...
passed, right?
Yeah? Cleve, you take 35 points of psychic damage.
And you end up
Can
inside
I
a wall.
have that?
And you're in her. I guess, I mean, unless the rogue's cutting action, since it doesn't work on the
it just
psychic.
says attack. Oh,
Then
good,
yes.
because I only have 35 hit points.
As you just collapse the reality to just vroom, wink both of you out of resistance. And that's going to be his turn. Just his normal good old turn. Which is going to be him. Shrimp, your turn.
Hello. I walk
Hello.
into the room.
You see no sign of your two comrades that have entered in front of you. You do see some fairly horrific-looking tentacle monsters. A priest that stares up at you, and behind him this magical circle with all the stuff I've described before. I'm not going to do it a third time, fourth time. However, priest notices you coming into the room, stops in his tracks, and you hear a voice reverberate in your mind. Brother, have you come to join Father's call?
No, fuck you, that's my...
What do you say?
Wait.
It's broken.
He's
And,
literally
I think he said, "No, fuck you, that's mine."
Yes, you're almost correct.
Okay, your internet went fucky there for a second.
Well, I'm gonna reset the Discord.
Okay.
So, can you actually hear me now?
You're a little bit robot.
Try it now. Lady? Anyone?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm here.
Yeah, still
I
yeah.
reset it too hard, I've
Oh
killed him.
no.
Okay, is it
There we
better?
go. Here we go.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I was saying, fuck you, that's my thing. And
Would you-
I put... Well, yes, for him using telepathy on me, that's my thing, god.
Okay.
I pull out the... As an action, for my action, I mean,
Yeah.
I
You're still
pull out the deck
Voldemort,
of
right?
illusions and throw a card.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting. So
I
all
threw
your
it like 30 feet there. I think it was 30 feet. And let me... Since this normally requires a deck, but I instead just counted how many there were. There are 33 illusions, so I'm just gonna roll a random number generator, because it's not a dice. What is this gonna give me? It's gonna give me 24, which is very annoying, because I'll have to count to 24.
the horror.
I thought we'd evolve past that as a species.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
Is there any way out of this room I'm in?
Oh,
That's a door.
well then.
Well then.
It's an iron golem.
Oh shit.
It's an
Okay.
illusion of an iron golem that appears somewhere over there. I don't... Let's just use a
Okay.
D4 for this.
You're gonna use it. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so you make a big ass iron golem there, and they need to actually interact with this thing to figure out that it's not real, right?
Yeah, if something touches it, they realize it's an illusion, and they can also take an action. Someone who uses an action to visually inspect the creature identifies it as an illusion with successful DC 15 intelligence investigation check.
Okay, good man. Anything else? Was that you?
That is technically my action. Do I have any bonus actions I can do? So how is this terrain? Because for some reason I find it hard to do. Is there like a high point in?
It's 5-foot drops basically every point into the room.
Okay, but I can move on top of this, correct?
Yeah, you can step on.
And the drop from here is what?
It's about 15 feet.
Okay, so it's okay. I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay, so you basically walk in, tell him, screw you, buddy, and then toss a card on the ground casually because screw that guy. Actually,
Yeah.
Iron Golem is quite large.
Yeah,
Okay.
either huge or large, I think.
I don't have time.
Okay. Right, you seem to ignore him, so he's just like quite taken aback by such a rude intrusion into his holy place. Brian, your turn.
I'm gonna move.
Where you at? There's Brian.
I'm gonna... And okay, weird looking monster, weird looking monster, weird looking monster, weird looking monster, weird looking monster. That one still looks like a dwarf, right?
Technically, if you replaced everything that was a beard with spikes and tentacles.
Ah, but is he the weirdest looking of them or the least weird looking of them?
I mean, that's an aesthetic choice, you tell me, mate. You're welcome to zoom in on those pictures and tell me which one of them looks the weirdest to you.
Okay, yeah, them just as like okay, threat. Okay. Ooh, I am probably going to regret this, but okay, I'm gonna the first one on my left, this one over here. I'm going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's 4 plus 7 is 11.
That's a hit.
Is that a hit? Okay, cool.
They don't have
Also casting Hexblade's Curse on this one.
You already used it today.
Can I only use it once a day?
Yep. You can use Hex, or you can move your Hex to it, but your Hexblade's Curse is a once a day, or once per short rest.
Once per short. Once per short rest. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay, well then, then it's 19 plus 4, 23 plus 7, 30.
Yeah, you just like punch a dart into it, and it collapses to the ground, squealing in a very human-like voice before dying.
Okay. And was that with both attacks or just with one attack?
Well, was 30 for one hit?
No, that was just the rolls to hit.
Oh, I thought you hit it with 30 points of damage.
No. The first attack was 11 to hit, and you said that was a hit,
Yes,
eh?
and how much was the damage value for the 11 to hit?
10.
Okay, so first crossbow hits, and the second one you said hit as well. So what is the damage value on the second one?
10.
10. 20 points of damage. So that
Yep.
is, yeah, that is enough to drop it. As
Okay,
it
cool.
deflates to the ground and dies.
And yeah, that's me.
That's you. Okay, that is good news for me. Uh,
I don't like it when you say that.
Champion Mangler's turn. These two boys are going to
My
Going to
henchmen,
mangle.
Joseph and Josephina Mengler.
Mangler here and flank over here. And who's still up here? Shrimp and Brienne.
Yeah.
You see a wall of expanding and rippling energy move through the air away from them and
How
stop
high?
just short of you.
Okay. Just one question. How high up off of the ground is this wall of energy? Is it the entire height of the chamber?
It is about a 20-foot sphere projected around them.
Mhm.
And then they are going to...
Well, 20 feet. 20 feet. 10, 20. That just puts it here at the dais then.
Then they are going to disappear
Oh my.
as they phase out.
I'm sure that's good.
That is their turn done. Graldin, your turn. You step into the room with the door that you've so thoroughly demolished.
Yes, I've just seen those two creatures phase out as I step through the door.
That is correct, yes, sir.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
Destroy! Destroy!
I want to essentially throw my. I've got a fireball that I want to use,
Okay.
and I want to lob it like just in front of this man with the spiky beard, in such a
Okay.
way that I'm hoping to hit him and where those other two creatures were, but I don't want it to be getting the poor tied down.
The poor king. Okay, so you're gonna put it like down here somewhere and
Yeah.
you have it expand.
Yes.
That sounds fair. What's the reflex check, or what's the save on that skill?
16.
16. Okay, so reflex saves for these two boys. Seer, what is your dex bonus? +1, so you fail. Oof. And the Gru has got 20.
That's
so you-
8d6 if I remember correctly.
Correct, sir.
Yes.
Whew.
Yay! 20, 30, 35 points of damage.
Finger guns, I'm assuming.
Of course, man.
Into the room. Detonates. This Gru just spontaneously combusts from the fire, bursting over into a steaming pile of organs on the ground. This guy staggers back under the blast, and you can see his robe in places light, and he like pats himself out. But he seems to be otherwise okay.
I'm then going to use a lot of movement, but not to dash because I've done an action to just kind of move to a there-ish.
Okay, so you basically run into the room and get ready. Alright, so that is Graldin's turn completed. Star Spawn! Wow, there's only one of these little boys left. I'm sad now. He's just going to slither forward up the wall to where Shrimp and Brienne are.
Yeah.
And then he's going to hit both of you with a mental whammy.
Okay.
Actually, he's got enough movement to get to you, Brian.
Okay.
First off, he's going to mental whammy all of you. So everything within 20 feet of him, you have disadvantage on all saving throws and all attacks against any creatures that aren't Starspawn, which is all of them. And then, second thing, he's going to nibble on you a little bit, Brian. Just to take a quick bite, just to see what you taste like. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Not that it matters. Haha. Immunity to critical hits.
Oh, balls. That is correct. So it's just a D4 plus 1.
Thank you.
So you take 4 points of damage, piercing damage. And make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, Aura of Madness.
Ah, okay. 7 plus 14.
Okay. Yeah, you're stunned until the ending of its next turn.
Yeah, balls.
Takes a tiny little nibble, they don't do much damage. That's going to be the Star Spawn. Razgor, your turn. You are like, what the hell? You're in a dark room, it's pitch black. The only fact that you have dark vision is the only saving grace currently for you to orientate
Was I
yourself.
like bulleted over here, or did I just appear?
No, you just like, it's like reality folded. Like, like imagine you're standing on an envelope and somebody just folded it in half, and then when you unfold it, you're like in a completely different location.
Well,
Hang on,
cool.
stupid question. I've my bless works on saving throws as well. Hey,
That is correct.
sorry, I
Okay.
didn't roll for bless.
Yeah, roll your dice book and keep letting people roll afterwards. Whee!
Sorry, it's +1, so that's 15. Probably still not enough.
No, that's the same. Okay, so you're not stunned. Okay, Goldens. Razgor, so what are you doing, boy?
I'm gonna dust myself off, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. You fucking bitch!
Alright, how many hit points is that?
That's 7 hit points.
Everybody put your hit points in chat for me. Just want to make sure I still got the right totals here. Because I keep getting people's names mixed up because I got so many things that are going on at the moment. Oof, Hippo, that's dangerous territory. We were still missing Gralden. Jesus, Gralden is looking good. Gralden's been wrecking things. Okay, so you get up, is after movement, cast your spell on yourself, you've bonus action left, and half your movement.
5, which is 30, because I can still fly, I guess.
Who cast the fly? Brian.
Me, yeah.
Make a concentration check, Brian.
Cool.
You got hit by the little nibbly boy. Natural 20.
20.
Okay, yes, you can still fly.
So that's 5, 10, 15. I guess I'd see the light once I get out here.
Yep. And you see most of the creatures seem to have disappeared. And the remains of an enormous blast crater with the steaming remains of one of the creatures, and one of them seems to have slithered up onto the dais and is nibbling on Brian. However, you do see that Shrimp and the priest are looking at each other rather intently, although there's no overt conversation going on between the two of them.
I'll get out and see that priest and just go, ugh.
The king is still like on the ground. You're, in the middle of the sacrificial circle, limp and unconscious.
Hey, you tentacly ugly ass dwarf. I'm the one you're gonna fight today.
He looks over at you like, meh.
I use the die is cast. Divine feat,
shit.
so he has to come attack me now.
I mean, it's awfully brave of you.
And then I'm gonna walk back into the room.
Genius.
Interesting. I like it. Cleef, your turn.
Is this door open or closed? It's locked. Oh my god.
Now,
So I'm just in a pitch black room.
Ruby,
I feel
Pretty
around for the
much.
door. I
Okay, you
attempt
find the
to
door-
picklock it
yeah.
in the dark.
That's correct, sir. It's what's a dex plus proficiency bonus or
Yes.
something, right?
Do I have
Yeah, go for it.
advantage?
advantage.
No, because the darkness cancels it out. You just have a
Natural
normal old
one.
lockpick.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You break the pick off in the lock.
And
You're
it
like,
is now well and
like
truly
it's-
stuck.
Now you pull out your seconds and you're like, ugh.
I
Griffin,
bonus
fuck
action
me.
backflip and mouth laser the door.
Sure. Roll your damage for me against the door.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. 19.
He's Golden. That's enough. That's a much smaller door than the other one. You destroy it with your mouth laser, crumbling into dust under the onslaught of the necrotic energies as you stride forth into the lit room again. You see, most of the monsters are gone.
Cool. I move up.
It's just the
I move up to here and
your
take
friend.
cover.
Okay. Sorry, yes, you say Razgor?
That feat, it says compelled to attack you or me.
Mhm. Yes.
Does that attack, as in the attack action, or he can just do whatever the fuck he wants to try to kill me?
That's the latter one, yes.
I don't like that one as much.
No spells.
you
Not
would like-
fair.
You wouldn't like the other one much either. Okay, so that is going to be Cleef's turn. Very nice, very nice. Okay, who have we got after Cleef? Sorry, I have so many things I'm juggling. Oh, yes! Liddy, he looks up at you and he's like, brother, what do you mean? That's yours. Come, join me in the light. We will travel and leave the Susk behind.
No, I still got business here. Gotta teach these people man.
Yes, very well then. And he turns away from you. And then he is going to... Wow, this guy's got a freaking launch of abilities longer than my arm.
I'm so dead.
He's going to use bend space. And he's going to be in here now.
Oh, he was supposed to take a couple of turns. It's supposed to take a couple of turns for him to get here.
This guy's going to be over here now. As he flips their positions around, it turns out that he'd sent his little minion with you to go nom nom on you, so he just swaps positions with him.
Oh, I would have much rather fought him.
Not
I
my
totally
fault.
didn't see this person who could teleporting into the room that he ran into.
Damn that bastard. And then once he's inside the room with you, he's just going to use Psychic Orb to attack you. Going to be a teeny little hit. Let's just try and hit you first. Like you said your AC is 22 or something, right?
23.
Do you have to maintain concentration of Shield of Faith or not? Because you have been hit quite a few times.
Yes, I have not been doing that.
Make your concentration checks for me, sir. Just do 2 of them for me for now.
Noblesse.
Or
Or Disbless.
Where is it? It's an ability check. So... No.
So it wouldn't be blessed. This is just
So
attack
is it-
rolls and save.
This is a con save?
Yeah, it's a con save, so you get, D4.
Oh, okay.
Roll your 2s so we know what AC you at, sir.
That's 16 plus 7.
Yeah, you pass. Okay. So,
And
but you failed the other one,
6. The other one is much lower.
right? Okay.
6
okay,
plus
so
6.
Shield of Faith
13.
is poof. No Shield of Faith. So, what did you say was your AC without Shield of Faith?
Without Shield of Faith, it's going to be
He's like,
21.
that's not a question I like to hear. It
It goes up when I lose it, actually. No, I'm at 21 now.
Okay. So he's going to hit you with Psychic Orb for 24 to hit. And that's going to do a modest... How many d10s is that? 5. Where are my d10s gone? There they are. Give me a sec. Oh, I rolled low. You take 21 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
As he just walks in, nonchalantly points a dagger at you, and you see nothing, just a little wave of force unseen rush out. And you feel your brain on fire.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Easy peasy. He's very relaxed. He doesn't seem angry. He doesn't seem agitated. It's just, one more step to go through to get his day done. Sure. Your turn. There's a very large
hello.
creature here that seems to have replaced the man who was talking to you. And there's
Okay,
also a
so
little
I-
baby boy over here nibbling on Brienne.
What was this guy's effect again? What does he do?
Aura of Madness. You have a disadvantage on your saving throws as well as attack rolls against anything that's not them. Or as everything except-
my saving throws are like disadvantage against other people, or if I'm rolling,
You're rolling.
disadvantage against anybody.
Yeah, you're basically disadvantaged.
Unless you're attacking
Okay.
it.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. So there, I see this guy over here.
Yeah, you just
What Sorry? No, not the star spawn. Talk about the king over here.
Yeah, what do you want to see? What are you trying to see?
He's over here, and so what is this this plane?
The vortex
Like,
appears to be unstable now because a lot of the ritual objects have been kicked out of it by Cleave, and looks like it's just a circle of magic items that have been laid out around the room as a fuel
Okay,
source.
but so the oral slick looking thing is specifically. Does it look like the crystal we've been dealing with before?
You don't see the crystal, no, but it definitely
Okay,
doesn't look of this world.
Okay, so this is probably gonna be something completely dumb. So I'm gonna move here. Move here. Oh shit. I want to Misty Step past this guy onto here.
Okay.
Flop. Go over here. Pick up this dude.
Straight. Yeah.
And also, this is probably where the dumb stuff will happen. I want to touch take my rock. Just touch this thing, see what happens.
The portal
Actually,
itself.
I'll do that before I pick up the king. I'm not gonna be dumb.
Okay, well, leading over the king, you see he's been tattooed with arcane marks for conjuration, and actually sigils quite similar to the ones for Misty Step that you have just used, but in a more, in a larger fashion, much larger construct. The spell attempting.
Yeah.
All right, you just touch your rock, take it out, boop, in your thought form, just boop, pop that down on the floor. And you see it swirl and scatter for a moment, and then reform. But you feel your rock starts humming a little bit the closer you step into this room. Like, the closer you go to where that priest was, the more your rock hums. But you don't see the source or the rock itself, your stone that you have come to expect to find.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll just pick up the king and just start hauling his ass off of here.
Make a strength check for me, sir. Athletics check.
Okay, that's fine.
I believe Cleave has got quite a low... Not Cleave. Shrim's got quite a low strength score, I believe.
Yes, he does. I have a -1, and I rolled a 1, so that's a 0.
Yeah, you get about 5 to 10 feet, and you're like, oh god, why did I do this physically taxing thing when I'm a brain boy? What am I thinking? But you managed to just haul him out of the circle successfully.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I from here can see Geraldo, I'm just gonna wave him over.
Never send a robot to do an elephant job, I guess.
Nope.
Do we have any way of
Okay.
knowing this is the king, or is this some dwarf that's been?
Well, to us, it's just a dwarf.
Yeah,
To you, it's just a dwarf, yes.
I kill him.
I kill him. Should've Brian, your turn. You're currently locked in combat with a little groove.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw my short sword and stabby. Well, yeah.
Stabby. Okay, roll your 2 hits, sir. With disadvantage.
No, it's disadvantage on everything that's not hit, you said.
I have many disadvantages going around this room. Remember the other guy's wave?
Ah, okay. Okay, well then I'm going to do the attacks one at a time, because I've got 3 attacks.
It's all good.
So, attack. 10 plus 7 is 17 to hit.
Well, it's a hit. And second hit.
Hang on, I'm second attack.
Just roll all your hits and then roll however many damage dice. goes.
Yeah, I need to do the advantage or disadvantage. Okay, so 5 and 4 is 9, plus 7 is 16 on the second one.
A hit. And your last attack.
2 and 4 is 6 and 7 is 13 to hit on the last attack.
Okay, so all 3 hits connect. All your damage.
Ooh, nice. 12 and 3 is 15 plus 12 is 27.
Okay, so you pull out your swords as it arrives, like drop your crossbow and just stab the shit out of it, and it dies. And you feel some of that oppressiveness in the room lessen slightly. Still there, but not quite as bad
Well,
as
not
it was
quite.
before.
Okay.
Okay, that is Brienne. Anything else?
I'm gonna use my whatever I can do left to stow my short swords and pick up my crossbow again, if possible.
All good.
Cool.
Okay, Mangler's turn. Materializes
Oh
behind you.
my!
It's going to
Okay.
use Flurry of Claws to make 6 attacks against
Okay.
you.
Can I? Oh wait, I have to wait until after its attacks before I can use my reaction. Hey,
That is correct. What would you like to use your
Okay.
reaction to do?
I want to use my reaction to do to use it to cry out, protect, and to have my cloak get really, really hard.
Okay, well, you can do that on the basically on the first attack when it comes at you.
Okay, awesome.
What's your AC?
As it stands now, 18.
And then with the shield spell active, it's what, 23?
It gives me shield, which is +5. Yeah,
So it's
+5 to armor
23.
class. So
Okay, that is good for you because I was going to maul the shit out of you. So what is this? Mangler makes 6 claw attacks against 1 target. It's just Okay, so that's miss, and miss. All 6 hits. Fail as it like popped out of the stealth to come and try and eat you. Then it's going to use its action. It's going to fade into the wall again.
Oh joy!
And that is that Mangler. And then this little buddy over here is just kind of like, well, hello, robot. Do. And it's going to attempt to eat you, Letty.
Oh no.
Flurry of claws. And wow, you're the luckiest robot alive. I just rolled so many 3s.
Yeah.
So let's see, how many do I actually get through? That's 2 hits.
Question quickly: Are these things that we killed, are they humanoid in shape?
No, decidedly not. Not anymore.
Okay.
This is going to be 2 hits, Liddy.
Mhm.
Oh, Do you have any resistance to psychic damage on your character when you're in thought form?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
balls. That makes me sad. So you're just going to take from the physical attacks themselves, or physical hits, you take 7 plus 4 is 11 points of physical damage.
So that's 6 hand.
No. There's physical damage. Like actual damage. Not psychic,
is it-
physical.
Yeah, but it is a magic damage.
Oh, no, it's not magic damage.
I still have thought form, remember? It's bludgeoning,
no.
piercing, or slashing.
Okay, sorry, goddamn. And then he hits you for 14 points of psychic damage as well, which also then gets halved by 7. Okay. And in doing so, he's going to try and... Actually, it's too well lit where he is. You can't do it there. Okay. So that is it for his turn. So, brings us over in initiative to the next person, which is... Grolden!
Me.
Yeah.
Quick question. Hold on, I'm just checking one last thing.
Hmm.
Okay, no, I can't. So dash lets me move double my speed, I think.
Yeah. Basically moves you up to twice your normal distance plus again.
Okay. I'm gonna swing past. How heavy is a dwarf?
This one probably like good 100 pounds, 110 pounds.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab him from Shrimp.
He's skinny and starved from getting his ass beaten and being in prison, so he doesn't weigh
I'm
as
gonna
much as
steal
you.
him from Shrimp.
Okay, so you grab the dwarf from Shrimp.
Yep. And then
And then
we're
you're gonna-
gonna...
Whole ass, Jesus Christ.
Yes, and I'm using my I've now got dodge as well. I'm using my defense thing to put dodge on myself.
Okay. Okay, basically try and protect yourself and him. Alright,
Yep.
that makes complete...
We're just hauling ass.
Yeah, let's get him to safety. It makes sense. Starspawn's turn. They're all dead. So now it's just Razgor's turn. You're locked in combat. The die is cast. What would you like to do?
Run away!
Changed his mind.
So you're going to run outside again.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20 foot. I'm still flying, right?
Yeah.
So 20 foot of movement.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use aggressive to move. Wait, let me see if this says movement or just 30 feet. So
I don't-
you can move.
I
up
don't
to
think
your
you can
speed.
use aggressive to move away from somebody.
No, I'm moving towards this guy.
Okay.
The guy's just
Very
gonna
true.
teleport and attack you again.
Well, then at least he's using spells.
That's
Yeah,
actually
use
a
single
sound
spell,
strategy. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
use a single spell yet.
Hopefully this thing's still there because I don't know. Fucking shit ass.
It's just some layer actions.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. So the 25, so I've got like 15 more feet from my original movement, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got shit coming for us, boys. I just head this way for our movement. I'm gonna cast another heal on myself. Hopefully that'll fuck it up again.
Okay. How much?
A little bit better. 15.
Nice. Okay.
15, yeah.
A lot of hit points. Suggest you spend them wisely.
Not not in the grand scheme of things.
I would definitely look into stopping that man from chasing you. Raskor. Okay.
Die has indeed been cast. That's not going to happen anytime soon.
Cleve, your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna bonus action dash over here to help Shrimp. I'm
Okay.
gonna attempt to stab up this thing.
Okay. Basically going in for the cleave. You're going
Please.
Cleave.
No.
Natural
How
one.
much? Hey, it's the advantage, right? You've got what's his name threatening him. Shrimp.
You accidentally
That
fall
doesn't-
into
that
its
doesn't
mouth.
give advantage.
Doesn't
No,
it?
it doesn't give
Just
advantage.
lets me
Just
sneak
let him
attack.
do sneak attack.
Oh, balls. That is not great. Okay. That's cool. Yes. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. This guy is getting a little bit annoyed now by the fact that Razgor keeps running.
You challenged me to a fight to the death, and now you flee.
35, 40, 45, 50, 60. And he's just gonna go over here.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Here, have a plan. So let's see. Is he still
Griff's
getting
gonna
it?
hate it.
I really don't mind. Razgor. Is going to. Oh, shit, hold on. I need to roll 6. See if my abilities recharge.
No.
Ah,
No,
perfect. Collapse distance. It's just going to come over here. Please and thank you. Just boom.
But
You guys
I
see Razgor just wink out of existence. And you take. Roll
This-
low.
Right?
Make a wisdom.
Where did you land up?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
This was not consensual.
Oh, you challenged him.
Give me the dice.
Give me a wisdom
D4.
saving throw, please.
19 plus 9.
Nice. You
28.
succeed again. So it's reduced down to only 3d12.
Only.
You take 33 points of psychic damage as he just bends reality to put you back near him. Damn, it's good. It's a good thing I had all the recharge on that ability. I only recharges on 6s.
You son of a bitch.
And
Rasmus's
you
down.
are right in front of him, and he kind of like just looks at you. There's not an end. It's like he's slightly irritated that you made him chase him around the room, but now that you're not on threat, he uses his movement to walk away. walks over to you, Shrimp, and like gestures grandly at the ground, like very proud, almost like a toddler showing his drawing of this wonderful magic circle that he's constructed. What do you think, brother? Isn't it beautiful?
I mean, it's actually pretty nice. I like the purple.
Indeed. Now let us dispense with these others, and we can be on with our.
Ah, sorry, got some stuff to do here. So all resistance thing.
You see him like nod along, like that doesn't really matter to him. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. Shrimp, your turn.
Don't forget when your stone's humming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is the stone humming stronger now?
The closer he gets to you, the more it hums. Yeah, it's almost like vibrating in your hand now.
So do I see any? I mean, he's probably glowing, but do I see any kind of rock in him or anything?
Make a perception check for me.
A perception check? Can't
Yeah,
just
trying to
be
think whether or not-
investigate?
Actually, sure. Make an investigation.
Okay, 16 plus
Just looking closely for something.
24.
His stomach is glowing. A vague, sickly purple glow as if he's ingested the stone.
Ooh, he's ingested it.
I'm afraid if I was there, I would offer to punch it out of him, but I'm not. But I suggest it might work.
So, does it look like it's just beneath the surface, or is it like it's like in the middle of him?
It's kind of in the middle. It's hard to tell, but it looks like it's kind of in the middle of him. You can't really tell because he's still robed for the most part. Between the tentacles creeping out here and there and waving around, you'd need to get a much closer look, grapple him or pin him down or kill him to actually have a nice close look at him.
Okay, well, one idea, I don't know if it will work, would be to Misty Step to him and then try and stab him in the part that glows with my...
Don't know.
Other idea is just to try and use id insinuation on him. Yeah! This probably isn't gonna work based on his abilities, but let's roll for it. I'm gonna cast id insinuation on him.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, it is a wisdom saving throw from him.
Okay. It's wisdom a save that he even... Oh, wow, he has a huge...
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing.
Yes,
Just hoping he rolls poorly. Well, I hope he rolls really poorly.
9 plus 6 is 15.
Just not enough. It might roll 6 now.
You,
Save is
you
16.
You rolled a 6. You're such a lucky boy with that gamble. So he goes what? He goes unconscious?
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions, anything like
Boop, boop.
That's basically what happened to the dwarf outside
Yep.
that you rolled and head stomped.
Doesn't take any psychic damage though. He's immune to psychic damage, but he is down for the count.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's completely immune to psychic.
I assume the star spawn that's currently trying to nibble on him is probably completely fine.
Oh yeah, it was an actual dwarf. So
Yeah.
he's a happy boy. He's just happy to be here. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh well, I'd like to get close to him and
So you
shunt my rock into his stomach. I don't want to take a opportunity attack.
Okay, so you're just gonna like disengage, I guess?
Well, I don't
next turn?
have an action anymore. Yeah, next turn, yeah.
Oh, let's hope that holds. Because he's got a very good save.
Actually, yep, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the opportunity to attack.
Okay, Mangler is gonna try and eat you as you're fast.
Can I jump in the way is my
25?
reaction.
Unfortunately not. Liddy, you get hit for... That's not too bad. 12 points of slashing damage, which gets
Okay.
off 6, and then you take 7 points of psychic, which is half, so it's 3. So 9 points of damage total as you run past him.
Okay, I am still awake, and I just take out my dagger, cut up the stomach, and shove my rock in where the glowing is. Make the connection.
Next
Sure.
turn, gonna be an action to, gut somebody.
Okay.
Gut your prone target. Okay, so that's going to be Shrimp's turn. That is a very interesting turn of events, though. Not gonna lie, I didn't think he'd actually fail a save with the blood bonus that high. Brian, your turn. You just literally were almost. Okay. Land next to him, and talking is a free action, so you guys can talk to each other.
Okay, and I'm gonna. So, do Shrimp? Are you gonna tell me what your plan is?
Glowy stomach, glowy rock there. My rock into his. Should probably stuff happen.
Okay, so can I make an? So I'm gonna make an attack roll to gut him and shove my stone in there.
Automatic crit.
Wow,
Okay.
you're just stone blocking him.
Yep.
For Shrimp. Okay. So you just basically gut him. Make a nature check for me. It's a wilderness survival. Sorry. You're going anatomy hunting now, boyo.
20.
Okay, so you've gutted a fair few creatures and people in your time, and you're basically in there now, just with the dagger, working your way up, almost into the chest cavity from below, from the stomach, and then you get to the stone itself that you see there, stuck in this black ichor, and you actually have to constantly saw with your blade, because as fast as you're trying to gut him, it's actually closing up again.
Well, I'm gonna shove my stone in there up against it and hope for the best.
Okay, that is
Our
absolutely awesome. Sorry, what's that, Razgor?
It's our hope for the worst.
Or hope for the worst. Alright, so I need to do some mathematics quickly. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
It's gonna hit everyone, whatever explosion is gonna happen, and we are all gonna suffer.
I don't know if it's going to be explosion. Let's see now, because they all have different effects. Which one did you shove against it?
Mine.
Original, or one of the ones you collected?
Original, my stone, and I cry out to the All-Father and his servant protect us.
Okay, let's see if Mr. Cthulhu feels like listening to you today. I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw within 60 feet.
What if you're dead?
You fail, Razgor automatically. Cleef, Monster, Shrimp.
Which saving throw is this?
Golden. Charisma.
Get your plus.
Golden, you as well, please.
Oh, I didn't realize I was close enough for that. Ooh.
Sorry, how much is that?
22.
15.
15. Okay. Lady,
17.
Sorry, Brienne, what's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 16.
16. So anybody with rolled lower than 16?
Cleave.
Double check. Well, sorry, spell save DC is 14.
14. Okay. So anybody rolled lower than a 14?
No.
I did.
Okay. Razgor, you automatically fail. What about you, Geralden?
I rolled a 17.
Okay, so you're fine. King is fine. This guy is not fine. The other one's also going to be gone.
Of course, I have to make a charisma save when I'm knocked out, and I have a plus 11.
You rolled an 11. Okay, so everybody except for Brienne, you passed, right?
22.
Okay, so Brienne and Geralden and the dwarf are fine. This guy is not fine.
Cleef is also fine.
Cleef is fine. Well, okay, so it's pretty much just Shrimp, Razgor, and all the
what
enemies.
about bleeding dwarf guy on the stairs that everyone's forgotten about?
Oh, Bleeding Dwarf is long dead. Nobody did first aid on him. He's bled out many rounds ago. Our paladin was just like, dead dwarf. Oh shit. Okay, so, Liddy, you recognize this effect. You've never
Yeah.
experienced it personally that you can remember, but you've tried this effect a lot of times. You're all affected by the banishment spell.
Oh shit!
Amazing.
Those boys are all sent home to their native plane. Poop, 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 because they're not part of the material plane. As this entire area just folds in on itself. Brian, you're left sitting in the chamber with the purple orb in front of you on the ground, still sticky with the insides that are now the person's outsides. And Cleef and Razgor, you are in a harmless demiplane.
I passed my save.
Shrimp and Rascal.
The same
not
harmless
the
demi-plane or
shrimp-
separate harmless demi-planes?
Shrimp and Razgor are in a harmless demiplane. You're both incapacitated. And how long does this still last? Oh, it's actually not that bad.
Banishment itself lasts only a minute.
Yeah, so yeah, the rest of you guys, your two companions are gone. Razgor and Shrimp are both gone.
That's weird.
So,
And the creatures are all gone. And Brienne is sitting on her knees, blade still in hand, with this purple stone on the
what I've
steaming on the
seen
ground in front of her.
is Shrimp start attempt to slice a guy, Brienne come along, push him out the way,
Crystal block him and then make him disappear.
hit him with
Obviously
the rock
intentionally.
block, cut open a guy, jam fist inside dead person, and then Razgor and Shrimp have disappeared.
I think Brienne
I'm
did
gonna
it on
run over
purpose,
to
obviously.
Brienne and just grab her by like the collar. What the fuck did you send them?
I have no idea what
I slap.
happened here.
There's a small trunk over Cleve's shoulder. Yes, it was intentional. You must punish her.
Bring him the fuck back!
I don't know
I
how.
slap
I
again.
don't know what happened here.
Also, incidentally, the portal is still running, or still powered in the middle. It's still swirling, it's still running.
Throw
I
Brienne
throw
into
Brienne
the
at the
portal.
portal.
It's the only way to be sure.
Sure, try and make a
Try.
shove attack.
And
Make an
do I
attack roll to make a shove.
do I get
Natural
that roll
20.
to-
Whenever you attack, you can make one of your attacks a shove. I do believe it's opposed athletics.
I rolled a nat
believe?
20.
Could
Yeah.
be so correct.
It is
Um,
opposed athletics.
He shoves me into the portal.
He shoves you backwards, flickers, but it doesn't look like it does anything to you. Like it swirls around you and the orb, and looks almost like it claws up your legs, up into your arms, like it's trying to touch the rock.
Can
You've
I
got
start
it up.
just kicking bits out of the
Okay.
ring?
Okay, you just
Yeah,
walk around,
fucking
start kicking
piece of
items out
shit,
and
fucking
flying around.
bastards. Disappearing friends.
Geralden, what are you
Hey,
doing during
backflip.
this?
I'll take the king out. I'm just gonna make sure he's not gonna.
Okay, so you basically just tend to him.
So
I
by
leave
now
my
I'm
disembodied trunk to fuel Cleve's rage at Brienne.
I'm sure that by now a minute has passed.
As that happens, yeah, minute passes.
Griff, just a quick question about that technicality. Am I technically a native to this plane?
Technically, your current body is.
Okay.
Here we go. That answers your question. You're coming back. Don't worry.
After a minute, Razgor appears, still unconscious, bleeding on the floor. Does not
Well,
appear
I'm-
to have worsened.
I know
Now
that
you can
you're-
make your first death saving throw because while you're banished, you
I-
don't need to.
I
Oh,
over
really?
to Razgor. I'm like absolutely, my god, one of my companions is back, and I immediately press my hands to his face and lay on hands.
Hand to the
not even
helmet.
sure.
Lay on hand.
See, I kicked
Well,
the
it's
circle,
what-
I brought him back.
mechanically,
Cleef saves the
mechanically,
day.
that's what I want to have happen. But in game, I'm just like, there's something happening with my hands, and I've got no clue what's going on. It's just
You're giving a hand job for the first time. You just don't know where to put your hands.
yes.
Basically,
Oh,
awkward
there's a mess
moment where
everywhere.
he lays some hands on you,
all
Razgor.
five. It's going to be all 5 hit points, which I can manage.
Into the Razgor.
Into
Brings you to life.
Yeah.
Cleef, Shrimp. For some reason, I keep mixing you up today. I don't know why. Shrimp, you materialize as well exactly where you were standing. And most of the circle's been kicked apart. Brienne's still got the glowing purple rock with her. The portal is still swirling. And you see Razgor's on the ground busy getting healed by the arcane ministrations of your companion.
I lift my head. Did I get them?
Okay, so I go over here and put my arm on Brienne's shoulder and just go. I'm still native to this plane. Don't try that again.
I had no idea that would happen, and I hand Shrimp that purple stone.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's best you keep this one.
I'll keep this one. Also, okay, so you didn't try and banish me on purpose?
No.
Okay, well, that's understandable. Well, these effects have been known to be weird. Like that one time when Cleve lost most of his vitality, and yet I gained it.
It's we know what we know so far is that our stones can negate whatever these are. I had no idea that in doing so it would have such an adverse effect. We need to spend more time studying the effects of these stones.
Oh, don't worry about it. It was completely harmless this time. It was just a mere banishment spell, which I failed to do constantly.
This time. What about next time?
Oh, that is a very good point. Next time they could just explode.
Exactly. You might be able to survive it, but I don't know if the rest of us could. It was a gamble that could have not ended well for us, I think. Before I try something like that again, I'd like to at least have a better understanding of what could happen.
That is a very good question.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing?
Is the circle already dissipated completely or not?
Still running.
Is the circle
I'm kicking
gone
shit out.
already?
Like, he's kicking it apart, but the actual spell integrity seems to be holding. But it's like wavering by the second as more and more of the items get kicked out.
Can I tell what the focal point is of? Are there any inscribings on the floor or anything?
Oh yeah, lots.
Circle. Okay, what are they? I can read them.
Most of them are in Dwarven, and they are saying they're basically referring. I know. For fluff, goddamn. Most of them are basically like a spiral running in the interior of the circle, with a very, how would I say, very disjointed hand. At times the script is angular, perfect. Other times it flows. Other times it's garbled. It's like many different people, or one person, many different states of mind, carve this into the ground. And most of them are referring to highborn sacrifice, opening the door, the path to father. Gralden, sorry, quick question. Have you stepped outside, right? To the doors here. As you step outside with the king to do your ministrations, you see a flash coming from the entranceway that you guys came in. Like a bright flash of light, followed by a roaring noise coming from outside, from the exterior of the structure itself.
Does it seem like I need to be running away from it? Like, is it rushing towards me at speed, like a wall of flames, or is it just,
It's just like a bright flash, like a flash going off outside, like a camera flash. It's like rushes into the room and then nothing else.
That's weird. But first, I will see to the king.
Okay, so you start doing basic ministrations. Eventually, comes around weekly. It doesn't look like he's about to die. It's just very dehydrated, starved, badly beaten. With enough bed rest and administration, he should be fine at a given time.
Sounds good.
Like, looks up at you and he's like, starts talking and then passes out. And unfortunately, nobody speaks Dwarvish, so he's, yeah, sure, my guy, you're welcome,
It's okay, my dude. You're fine.
My dude. Okay, so the rest of you guys are left standing in the ritual chamber with the glowing orb. The circle slowly dissipates.
Those runes, are they carved into the ground, or are they just written on the ground?
Carved.
Okay, so we'll have to destroy the stone around them. I tell everybody just to step back a little bit. I'm going to, and I explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and destroy one of those runes and see if that will disrupt the circle.
Yep, you blast them with your force damage, and easy enough to chip the floor out and the circle dissipate. just leaving the treasure trove of a mixture of drained and non-drained magical items scattered across the area that Cleef has just put heel to boot to kick the crap out of them.
I took a couple turns to heal myself up.
Or pumping himself. Alright. So, that concludes the battle here. In a very interesting way. I didn't think you guys would deal with a guy like that. You hardly fought him at all. It's interesting. So, you guys are left in the chamber.
I was trying to lead him out of the chamber, but he whooped my ass too thoroughly.
So you guys left standing in the chamber. Most of the energy is swirled away. You still got this glowing purple rock carved out of him. Glow hasn't subsided yet. And scattered around the area is just a shitload of magic items. If you guys would like to loot them, you can now spend some of your d6s and roll on the loot table if you guys want to.
Oh, I think I will do that.
Come and plunder
Or
through
nothing,
the
eh?
games. No, you can use some of them if you want. Or use all of them if you want to try for something really
No,
cool.
because I remember you
D100.
put it with an all or nothing kind of thing.
Yes, it's a D100.
Sorry, how does this work?
Roll
What do we need to roll?
D100, and then you can add your D6s you've accumulated to improve your roll.
Does
Okay.
day's session count for a
Yes.
D6, or is it?
Sure.
Oh, so it's 10 at total.
Hippo, can you spawn me 100 dice quickly? The double 10, double-digit 10 dice. Thank you.
How many dice
go.
have I got?
Bets, come on,
This is,
baby. Daddy needs a new
Session
pair of shoes.
10, yeah? Okay, so I've
Yeah,
got
that's
7
right. So we'll
dice.
start with Letty. Roll a D100 for me, please, Letty.
Yeah, I just pulled out enough d6.
So
Okay,
good.
that's enough. Rolling the 1d100. Roll a 34, so now I rolled the 10 d6s if I want.
That's correct, yes.
I have rolled them.
So that's what?
So I have 34 and 39.
So that's 73, right?
Yes,
Oof,
I can
that's
math.
good. That is a good one. You can add the white dragon mask.
I'll be
to
right
your
back.
weapon.
Actually,
Okay,
actually,
what
I'm not
dragon
going to use my dice. I rolled a 12.
Not going to
No,
use
I'll
your
hold
dice.
it.
Not
No,
use
I
any
hold it.
dice? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Wow, that is weird. The one you
Yay.
got. You got a pair of rings linked together. They're rings of shared suffering. Jathar.
I rolled a 91.
91!
I cashed in all of my dice, all 8 of them.
Jesus.
Blam, blam.
That is kind of scary. You get a Scarab of Protection. Dang. Scarabs are
Roll
awesome.
d6 or not, roll d6 or not. Roll 2d6.
We'll do random when he gets back.
Oh, my ring is,
Eric.
that ring is weird.
I know, right? It's two of them.
Just roll the d6s and add them to the roll. Hey.
Yes, that
Okay, so 81 plus 9, 90.
90. God damn, like you're rolling all the defensive items, aren't you? Ring of Spell Turning.
What does that do?
Gone Beyond. I created this list like literal months ago.
My ring says if I possess the mark of the Sentinel. What else? It seems to only
I'll
work
get
if
to
it
you.
has that.
I'll get to you
Sorry.
in a second, Hippo.
Oh, the scarab is quite tasty, I won't lie.
Yeah, it's quite.
I'll be back in a moment.
God, I like that.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I can't believe you rolled that.
Like that. And we only get one roll on the d100?
Oh yes. Yeah,
Oh, well.
greedy, greedy people. Greedy.
My wife says to stomp my feet and yell, I want more, I want more.
I mean, did it work when you were a parent?
Well, depends on which one of the kids is doing it and how old they were at the time. Oh, but damn, that ring is nice.
Yeah, Hippo. So basically, how it works is you and the person you give the ring to basically become linked, and yeah, it basically like halves the damage.
I just ignore that.
But,
Mark of the Sentinel there.
Oh no, you
God,
gain
really?
that as well. Yeah, it's essentially you gain a dragon mark.
Sweet, that's the second one of them then.
Yeah, you basically get the Sentinel dragon mark. Only the least one for now, but it does give you some pretty nifty abilities. Is Razgor back yet?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, roll your dices, boy. Good dice. God, you guys are gonna have some ridiculous shit if you roll that high.
It's a 30. Yeah.
Okay, you gonna use some of them resistors?
He's using one of them.
Ooh.
29 plus 30.
30, so it's at 59.
59.
59. Oh, balls to that. Okay. While Razgor's about to have a happy party in his pants, Razgor, you can add Azure Edge as your item.
Let's see if I can do this. Manage equipment. Azure. Azure.
That's it.
You're not coming up. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm back.
I'll add it to your sheet view. It's literally there. Boop. Refresh your sheet, mate. It's not even a custom item. It's just an actual D&D item. It's one word, though, not
Holy
two words.
shit. Yeah, I can see why he would want to have that's like, wow.
Forged by the Archwizard Aggie.
Thank you. And we'll get to Azure Edge in a moment. Once you attune to it.
Razgor's been kind of pouting, moping around, kicking around items on the ground, and sees that. Oh, feel a little bit better.
Yeah, basically the axe you pick up, solid steel handle, etched with ruins, wrapped in blue dragon hide, with a star sapphire set into the pommel. The axe itself is forged from silver, electrum, and steel. And the blade's edges themselves shimmer like a deep blue.
That sounds pretty sweet.
Ooh, pretty blade. Oh,
It's a very powerful weapon. You rolled very lucky. If you rolled one higher or one lower, you would have gotten something very different. If you rolled a 58, you would have got armor. If you rolled a 50, if you rolled a 60, you would have got a cubic gate item. You rolled on the high end there, so you guys have got some pretty damn nasty weapons there now. Or you've got some pretty damn nasty weapon there now. Lord.
Mark of the Sentinel.
It's probably called it's the House Daneth mark. I'll find it for you now.
If it's similar to the one that I've already got, it's a human subrace.
I'll check it. You can add dragon marks. I look at one point for something else. Just find it for you. Okay, is that everybody? Okay, so everybody loots the chamber. A couple of items that still have magic left, you guys repossess for your efforts. And yeah, I think we should just end here for this week. And then
Yeah,
pick
I
up
think that was
next
good.
week.
Yeah.
So, thoughts, ideas, suggestions? You guys' assault on the keep actually went better than I expected.
We didn't die.
Razgor did not fight with honor today. He's downtrodden.
Is he down?
I think we're gonna have to tell.
He started well. He had a good start. He just needs to work on sticking that landing.
on finishing that landing.
Yeah.
Took too much ship damage when I went to fight the boss.
Yeah,
I was really banking on my fright and like knocking one or two of them out.
oh yeah.
It
I kind of felt bad for you there. I was like, oh damn, that's like such a good idea, and I just gotta completely shut him down. I'm so sorry. But yeah, my brainy boy is like your mate you've got there, like a certain robot you've got in your party that's got the resistances tailored to that kind of shenanigans. I honestly expected you guys were going to end up in like a knockout, drag-out fight against these guys. Quite surprised at Shrimp's very visceral solution to the problem.
But also just lucky, to be honest. But good.
Oh yeah, like that too. Like the fact that that man failed with a +9 wisdom saving throw, I was kind of upset about that a little bit. Not gonna lie. It's like, damn, DM never getting to play with the nice toys.
I need to spend some time coordinating our attacks that I can hex them first. That they have disadvantage on that particular save.
I was going to cast Hold Person on him. I was like, no, he's for sure going to pass that.
He's for sure going to pass that one.
Oh, this thing doesn't give a fuck about shield spell.
No, it does not. That is a very powerful weapon you have there. It's also going to be very confused and also somewhat angry. Especially in your hands. Because it does not care for your race.
We need to go.
What was that one thing with the angry greens with the guy who got embedded inside a knight or something? And basically he runs around punching himself in the face. I can see this happening on the battlefield.
So, does Waterdeep exist in this world?
Hence why I said it's going to be very angry and confused as how it got here.
Because it ain't Waterdeep no more.
Ain't no Faerun. So it's going to be interesting trying to see you try and talk it into actually cooperating with you, seeing if you can talk it around. Because it might just decide that, you're not the orc for it. It's time to leave. It's time to leave. But yeah, we'll pick up from here next week with the remnant of this attack. Hopefully everybody had a good time with the enormous assault on the keep. You guys racked up a ridiculous body count. You killed a lot of people. I hate Liddy's ID insinuation with the fiery fury of 1,000 suns. Anything that needs concentration so hard.
I think there's a reason why it probably got discontinued. I think it might be a little bit too powerful for like a level 1 spell.
It's very swingy.
It is. It's very swingy.
That's a 1 spell to incapacitate?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's extremely swingy because if the spell fails, it does literally nothing. Not even half damage, just nada.
Griff,
that's what I said. It's like very.
I have a question. Can I change the spell I picked for my Aberrant Dragon Mark? Because I realised that Chaos Bolt doesn't scale at all, so it's quickly just going to become completely fucking useless. Alright, I'm changing it to Aid Insinuation. No. But it is in the list that you can get.
No. You could pick it if you want.
I was going to change it to a utility thing.
Just, let's just see when these boys come back. They're going to be like, damn materials tossing their asses out of their goddamn plane of existence.
Oh, they don't return if they're not native.
How do you think they got here?
Oh, I don't know.
Immigrants!
But no, let's just say you've sent them and their current hosts back